FM. New, urban, ethical, authentic, sports, entertainment, something for the old, something for the new, something for everybody in between. We leave nothing untouched. We are Spoon 107.5 FM.
Yes, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the South Band. Charges on the beat.
To get your information, to the spoon, to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you and know. The children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat Cape Town, congratulate my brother, to spoon. You got a Spoon TV, you got a Spoon Radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba. What I want? This one you got today.
Spoon TV.
This one you got today.
Spoon TV. Spoon
Skidibidi dabado.
Spoon TV. Spoon entertainment.
Kua. Bese kua, go to there. Kua, go to there.
To the spoon. To get
Yes,
your information. To the spoon.
A special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the South Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon. To get your information. To the spoon. To be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you and know. The children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. yeah, tuto smooth. If you eat keep on crunchy like my brother, tuto smooth. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, tuto smooth. Yeah, tuto smooth. You wanna get a news update, tuto smooth. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon Spoon TV. Spoon
Skidibidi dabado.
Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment.
And so every day we begin the show, or every night I should say, we begin the show by asking you to tell us what's on your mind, and Liberian folks home and abroad will call in and tell us what's on their mind. And many a times, a lot of things be on my mind as well, things that I want to say, things that I want people to respond to. But tonight, what we'll do is, and it's only for those in Liberia, that is what we are going to do, is let's do what's on my mind. So what's on my mind is, how well versed are you in the theme song, in the Spoon Talk theme song? How well versed are you? In short, how well you know the song? Are the question there. So the first three persons as voted by our audience, we're going to do this in about 10 minutes tops, 10 minutes. The first three persons, the most convincing three persons that will call and sing the first line of our theme song, we'll give you a goodie, we'll give you a prize, we'll give you something good. You get it tomorrow morning, because by the time I leave the office, all transactions will be closed and you can kickstart your Sunday like that. So that is what is on my mind. So open the phone lines and you call in and you attempt singing the first line of the theme song. Yeah, we know the song. You've been listening to this song for years now. So 3 lucky Liberians in the country are going to walk away with at least $60. So we'll give each person voted, the best 3 voted by our audience. We'll give you $20 per individual. So that would be $60. At least you can kickstart your Sunday. With that you can kickstart your week. So open the phone lines and we'll be listening. We know the words. I got a song playing in my ear anyway. So if you're singing the wrong thing, the audience, everybody will listen to what you're singing. The viewers are going to, we'll judge the best 3. So let's open the phone lines. So hi to you everywhere. Those of you watching us all around the world, love to say welcome to you. Those of you listening to us in Liberia or across the country, we love to say, welcome to you as well. So Morris Day says we should make it $10. Well, so that we can get as many individuals as possible. So if we make it $10, that means we can take at least 6 persons. How about that? So let's just do an online poll quickly. 20 or 10. If we take 20, meaning we take 3 persons. If we say 10, meaning we take 6 persons. At least we have $60. So Morris is suggesting $10 per person. So at least they can cut across. What's your suggestion? 10 or 20, 10 or 20, 10 or 20, 10 or 20 per person. Then at least we can take 6 persons if it's $10, or 3 persons if it's $20. At least. So Eddie Sapo is voting for 10. Let's see. Jawo SB Sandy says 10. Aqua Suba says 10. Okay. And someone says we should play the song at least for people to grab the words. No, they should know the song by now. All right. So Prince Yeligon says 10. 10. So 10 is the order of the day. So meaning we'll take 6 persons. All right. So about to go to the phone lines. Y'all please listen. Yeah. So just for the benefit of the audience, we'll play the theme song one more time. Just one more time, so that you can listen to it. Make sure you know the words. Yeah. All right. So there we go.
James on the beat.
to the spoon to get your information. Total Spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, Spoon, Spoon Television. Spoon, Spoon, Spoon Radio Station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia.
Monrovia,
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa.
Africa.
Just Tuto Spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just Tuto Spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother Tuto Spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moreover, Tuto Spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just Tuto Spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, Tuto Spoon. Yeah, Tuto Spoon. Yeah, Tuto Spoon.
Okay. All right. So there you have it. 077771075 055101075. Let's take this first person here. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you calling us from? Because we're taking record. Your name.
Yeah, my name is James S. Kukulu. I don't really want to answer the question. This is a protest call.
All right, Chief. When ready, you'll do the protest call. Yeah, for now, we're not taking protest call. There will be a lot of time to call and do protest call. All right, 077771075 055101075. Hello.
Hello, Damo.
Hello.
Hello, Damo.
Your name and where you calling us from?
Mato.
Mato.
Yeah.
All right. Now your phone in a Mato.
Mato engineer.
All right, Mato. Yeah, sing this one here now.
Yeah. What was the question, please?
Oh, Mato. Yeah, Mato. Just wait. Let me repeat the question. Then you call. Yeah. Yeah. Just wait. Let me repeat the question. You call. So it's a challenge. How many of you are going to sing the theme song that you've been listening to for years? The first line of the theme song. If you know beyond the first line, no problem. That's a bonus. Let's take this person here. Hello. Hello. Okay, we lost our caller. 077771075 05551101075. Hello.
Yeah?
Your name and where you calling us from?
I mean, it's about Kota calling was too clean.
Okay, so you want to do the song for us?
Yeah.
Let's hear you out.
The speech one I come and play.
The scene song I just come and playing the theme song.
Is it? Here comes the spoon. Spoon gonna teach you how you want to learn tonight. Spoon gonna tell you what you want to the life. Spoon gonna teach you everything you want.
My man, I remix done it.
Huh?
Now remix done it. Nothing in this one has just going to teach you everything you want to know in the left. All right. So let's take this person here. We're supposed to be teaching you what you want to know in the left. Hello.
Yeah, Damo, how you doing?
I'm fine. Your name and where you calling us from?
I'm brother doesn't come from Jesus, brother.
All right. So you want to do the song for us?
Yeah.
You said what's the name again, Peterson?
Victor C.
Victor C.
Yeah.
S-A-Y-E?
S-A-Y-E.
Okay, Victor, let's hear you out.
Kitty Bamba, Chachi. Go to Spoon to get your decision. Spoon Television. That one I get trouble.
No, do the Kitty Bamba, let me hear again.
Kitty Bamba, Chachi. And that one.
All right, Victor. We'll see. Give me your number. Probably will consider you for the Kitty Bam Bam business.
Okay. All right, Damo.
Give your number now.
0881 24
24
25
25
94
94. Do that Kitty Bam Bam for me one time now.
Kitty Bamba, Daddy.
All right, so let's take this person here. Hello. All right, so we have a network issue. 07777 1075 0555 101075. This is a song you've been listening to for years, and we just played the song. Just leave the Kitty Bamba business. Hello. Okay, so we keep losing our callers here. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you calling us from?
I'm Thomas Donald calling you from Mano Upland Plantation, Grand Cayman County.
All right, so you want to do the song for us?
Which song?
Oh, Thomas, I mean, you about Dre calling. Wait, let me read it again. You can call. Let give others a chance. So what you're doing is you're just singing the first line of the Spoon Talk theme song for us. That's all you're doing, and you stand the chance of winning 10 USD tonight. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you calling us from?
Emmanuel calling you from Tinga Village.
Your name again?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel Wongbe.
Yes.
You related to Joseph Wongbe?
No.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead. Let's hear you out.
Chaji, Kiri Baba. Listen to Spoon. Spoon will give you information. If you want, listen to Spoon FM.
Because somebody got away with the Kitty Bama, so you want to get away. No, Kitty Bama close.
No, that's Baba.
No, Kitty Bama wagging again, but thank you for trying.
Please, you.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you calling us from?
I'm John Dollar calling from Baptist City.
Okay, John. Let's hear you out.
Don't Spoon. When you want to hear your information, Spoon FM, Spoon TV, Spoon Entertainment,
Thank you, Dada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The song you pay for Boom Burger. The song hearing.
But I'm gonna play. Let people hear the actual song. Play. Let it hear.
All right, I'll play it again.
Yeah, play it one more time.
Let me play it again for the benefit of the doubt because we're hearing all kinds of things.
Stand coming with the spoon, and your boy right at the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To get your information.
Increase the volume now.
To be part of my discussion. Spoon television. Spoon.
Everybody wins one. Cool on.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morocco. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to if the children crying for starvation, just to Spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother? Spoon. You want to know what is happening, Morocco? Spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to Spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, Spoon. Yeah. You from Vonjema, Maryland to Spoon. To Spoon. If you eat Cape graduate, my brother to Spoon. You got a Spoon TV, you got a Spoon
network to Spoon. Wait. Let me show that. Yeah, Jenny Baba. Yeah.
Stand coming with the spoon.
You want to get a news update, turn to Spoon. What? Yeah. Rastafari. Giddy Baba. What I want?
Watch out, what? Yes, what the battery?
Yes, what you want today?
Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget you are on the diet. Come on, we are
the song, yo. The King Bama,
Pastor Grover in the back. We'll bring him on shortly. But let's take call and see whether people remember the Dr. Richard say how you doing. Let me see whether they remember the batine. Let's just hear our people, man. Let's hear them.
Okay, so let's go back to the phone lines. At least the song is fresh. You've listened to it. Hello.
Hello.
Yep. Your name and where you calling us from?
I'm Beatrice speaking. I'm calling from this week, sir.
Beatrice?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and sing the song for us now, please. Just the first part.
Brother, let me tell you, the whole song. Well, I know how to sing it. Yeah, just a bit smarty from my food to borrow. I can tell you, yeah.
All right, well, yeah, you boys for you.
Now you try the song, sir.
Yeah, you start. Hey, you just wanted a dance.
Try the song.
Let's take this next person here. Hello.
Yo, come on. You want to get the news from government? You got to know a tower.
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah, so you feeling now?
Thank you.
What you say? What say you?
I was listening. We get our man 100%.
So you get me 100%?
Oh yeah.
My man, why are you?
The man from Kwaway, he put in Kwaway Eastside.
I mean, why are you? Express. Did I hear Mark?
William.
Okay. Okay, William. What's your number, William? 0770 73 what? 81 47. Okay, William. Thank you. See you when I'm coming. You're coming chakalo. No one people darling Bob. You gotta left with me, pa. You're coming to sweat for you. All right, let me take this next person. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you calling us from?
My name is Maurice Dugle. I'm calling from JJW.
Okay, Maurice, let's hear you out.
10-ton water spoon Friday the self man. Jaji, spoon to spoon, spoon on television, spoon to spoon, spoon on radio, spoon on television.
Hey. Super.
Plenty of words that were missing for that team.
No. The man, he started from the beginning. He did the intro. Center Witherspoon, Friday the Selfful Man. PO $10. Super. No question. The man get easy $10. What a big you are. Super.
Why Nia?
Maurice Dugle.
Maurice, give me your number, yeah.
0888
0888
71
71
08
08
83.
83. Okay, Morris. Thank you. So how many more going to?
We're gonna take 5 more calls because we gotta be starting. Listen, Dama, hold on 1 minute. You gotta give it your best. The 5 people that I about to call, you gotta. I want to hear that sound. Batie. Josephano come Batie. I want you to remix it. Remix. That's what I'm looking for right now.
Somebody said something in the comment section, and I'm beginning to probably think it's true.
What did it say?
President said you probably on our song. You know the intro or somewhere. You probably
no. I mean, I got mad at Friday. I wanted to be on the song, but he said I couldn't. So but it is what it is. So, but we need the best 5. We need the best 5 because each of you gonna get $10. $50 easy $50. We need the best 5. I want to hear the mean one. Something like that. Remix it for me. Dama, let's go.
Okay, let me take this person here. Hello. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Billy.
Bossman, your line is not really clear, but let's hear you out.
Go to the spoon, get your information. Go to the spoon to get more special. Spoon, television. Spoon, radio station. Hey. Spoon gonna tell you what happened in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what happened in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what happened in Africa. Get on the spoon, don't know spoon, you will know.
Okay. All right. What's the view?
It's all right. I'm looking for a remix. It's all right, Dama. It's all right. I'm looking for a remix, Dama.
So does he make the list? He makes the list or not?
He's on the list.
All right. Hold on. Give me a number.
She was saying
Yeah.
41.
Yeah, you said 41. Hello.
Man, it's time for you to go over.
Hello.
All right, let's take the next call because we got 2 more minutes. So let's go ahead. Somebody please give me the remix to this thing. Maybe you're gonna win something bigger than Diamond say. Give me the remix.
Your name and where you calling us from?
My name is Moses Duo. I'm calling you from Dupont Road.
Okay, let's hear you out.
Do the spoon radio station. You gotta do the spoon radio TV. The spoon in Liberia for factual information. You gotta do the spoon around the world. Do the spoon.
All right.
Information. I want to put in the data small. It's in data.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Kakatoto spuma. Spuma akenu information fashion.
Easy.
TV station ba.
Easy.
I mean, you earlier we
Easy to that. That's the kind of report.
Give me your name and number, please.
Number is 886
388
574.
And your name?
Moses Duo. Bravo to Spoon Radio Station and Spoon TV for factual information. We are listening to you every day.
You're welcome. But our first singing part. Let me take this person. Then we'll take one more caller. Hello. All right, 077771075 555101075. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you calling us from?
My name is Segwe. I'm calling from Yesterday Boulevard.
Okay, let's hear you out.
Go to Spoon Radio Station. Go to Spoon for information. Spoon around the world.
Spoon television. Spoon ilo vacante. Spoon impasa. Spoon Maserati.
That's
All
it.
right.
That's it. She's a
All
winner.
right.
She's a
So she
winner.
win today?
Yeah, she's a winner.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me your number, yeah, man. 86 54
35.
The woman gave her director and manager with her dama. Don't question.
Once down, my husband no more, yeah, but I'm no more.
What your husband needs? So send the money with you. Smith?
You?
Yeah.
All right. Because I'm asking because when we're sending the money, so the name can correspond. All right. So we'll take one more person.
Well, no, Dama, hold on, Dama, hold on. Who's that last person that will make it special? It can be double. Who's that last person that coming with that special spin? Put your own style into it. Mix it up. Then you put the pambata and the kasawali. Mix it up. Make this a new brand that we will play. Well, our guy like I said, spoon. Dama, what's the guy?
Yeah, I mean, I can always give her the jingle.
Yeah. we need him today. So
Yeah.
I hope you can give it your best shot. It's on you, Dama.
Did I hear you say this last person, if they do a proper remix,
They gotta give it all. They gotta just give us something that we have not heard before, something new, a new remix.
Okay, so this person here, we're counting on you to do that for us. Let's take this person here right now. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Spoon, water spoon. Spoon, water spoon. Spoon in Maserati. Spoon in pasta. Spoon is the information. Spoon. Information.
Just go back to the drum sound. Listen now. Just go back to the drum sound. The drum sound. Yeah. Yeah.
So water spoon.
Moment, number one.
Give me an idea.
I'm Elliot, Mavi Elliot.
Elliot, okay.
Yeah.
Your number.
You know, it's
60
38
51.
Yeah.
So if you are giving a number using drum sound, how will it be?
I will be the drum sound.
Yeah, all right.
That man brother do gun sound. But listen, folks, we want to say thank you. Listen, Dama will reach out to you Tuesday, the latest, to send out everything you have won. We say thank you for just, thinking about the song, our team song, It's powerful. Thanks to Friday the Selfful Man. He just put this together. It's super. To those of you that, tapping and writing and doing everything, following us, just share the show. Invite somebody. We got a good news for you today. The president, he's on his way to Liberia. Again, there's a lot on the plate. There will be a lot. We also want to say we have in Pastor Goba for 30 minutes to discuss his Minnesota. He's trying to represent the people of Brooklyn Park as councilman. But again, we have to discuss him today. I also want to say to you, don't forget, there was a situation that took place in our country. Dr. Richardson, thank you. It's good to see you. Glennie, it's good to see you. At the CDC party headquarters concerning the LDEA raid. Guess what happened? The assistant clerk and the officer that delivered the court warrant, they were dismissed. They were dismissed. So they were dismissed by the Supreme Court. And guess what happened? Are they saying that CDC was right? That everything was done illegally? Are they saying that George Joma wasn't in the know? Both of them, we have the letter, we have the document, they were dismissed. We also have the information from the Liberia National Police, those that Gregory Coleman, put in that they should retire. The Supreme Court sided with the retirees and said, no, you cannot let them go like this. But we have the information likewise. We want to bring it to you. We have other information that we'll be giving you today on other very important issue on the I think it's NBC. NBC is the National Bureau of Concession, right? We have that document of massive fraud within the payroll system. People stole a lot of money within the payroll system from NBC. Today is Saturday. I just want to lay back and have fun, but with these stories, man, we can't keep them. It's important that we share them with you. We got 5 important stories on every topic. We will go back to you that listen to us on radio for you to be part of this show. We want to say, may God bless you. We're going to have a very, 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 very great show today. Lay back, get your popcorn, get your water, and guess what happened? All of the lawmakers, representative or senator, you find them pushing. These people own trucks that they have registered with Salamita and B Mountain and Western clusters. They are making tons of money. We got a list of all of the lawmakers that get 11, 10, 15 trucks. So they will never fight for you because they do business with those companies. So say that there. They would all fight for you. They register the offices, they get the trucks making money, they got security there, they're doing business, and those lawmakers making tons of money. We got a whole list of the lawmakers and the trucks. Just imagine, how would they fight for you when they're making, one of the trucks making $800 a day, and they're running 7 days a week that reaches it? How would they fight for you? And we also want to say this whole Amin Boda case that we talk about, guess what happened? It's at Washington, D.C. Amin Boda's name was mentioned in Washington, D.C. He and Sylvester Graceway. I got to break that news. Either I do it today or I will wait for Monday. Don't forget, one-on-one with the CEO will be having Josiah Jokai tomorrow, the CSA bus. It's going to be a great show today, though. I was shocked. I was surprised when I heard today that Glennie brother Amin Boda, you see, both of them look alike. His name was mentioned in Washington, D.C. Not in a good way. Not in a good way. When the people, the office staff, the congressmen and women mention your name in Washington, D.C., it's a problem. It's a huge problem. I don't know how the president will help this situation. I was on the phone, Glennie, for almost 40 minutes, just listening to a report. It doesn't look good. And on the day the president is going back to Liberia, it doesn't look good. But let me hear you guys, man. Dr. Richardson, is that red hair, Dr. Richardson, or brown hair? Glennie is tired facing her hair, so she get tired today. Easy thing, I appreciate that. It's very easy. You don't need to stress yourself. I know you're tired. And but let's hear you. I know Fatima will be joining us shortly, and the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
Let's hear you.
I'm a little bit under the weather. My neighbor of 26 years, I've lived in my house for 26 years. I learned yesterday through Facebook that he passed away 2 years shy of being 60. And so Ibra and I just went over and, drop off a card and stuff like that. But it's just, we were just reminded of how fleeting life is and how you just got to treasure.
You never pass away, you drop her a card?
We drop his wife. We just give him.
Oh, the wife. Okay.
Yeah. So
the person passed away, you didn't know?
Didn't even know.
And just right there by you. At any time, we'll know. The same the person passed away, we'll know.
You know,
there'll be any time we'll know somebody died. We'll go there.
This is why I'm having some major trouble, because we moved in, like the wife just reminded me that we moved in January of 26 years ago, whichever time it was. We moved in here together, and our children grew up together. He was sick. I knew I saw him, sometimes struggling, and just didn't know. And yesterday, while I was, at the dinner table, my daughter came to me. She's heard and read on Facebook.
Is that Liberian?
No, they're not Liberians.
Oh, okay. That is okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's not okay. It's not because
I'm just asking because I try to know the family. You explain that as if to say, we might be, so can we move on now? Sorry, have our sympathy. Your neighborhood sympathy.
We were just talking, and just imagine speaking to someone who just lost their husband Thursday, 1:45, because that's what she died. She said she had to rush into the hospital Thursday night, and like she was tearful, like she misses him. And
you're telling us now to be sorry for you or be sorry for her?
For everybody. Just to understand that life is just fleeting. You gotta live life like,
Every day I go see my dad at the graveside. I know that life is but just yesterday.
All right, Santa, let's move on because you're not getting what I'm trying to tell you.
I try to get you. Maybe Glenny get you. But then when the person was sick, they died. That Richardson, please have my sympathy.
He was 58. He was just young, my age.
Dr. Richardson, please have my sympathy. You and Abraham, the entire family. That's why you want me to say. Let me say officially, have my sympathy, Dr. Richardson.
I really can't believe you're on the show today. I really,
Betty, listen, Betty.
Doc, hello, how are you? Your hair is nice.
Okay, you know what?
I don't even know what to say.
Let me wipe the tears from my eye. Or let me go in the back. Because I'm trying to understand.
I'm trying to tell you, it was really sad. Just imagine, knowing, like, we're in the best of neighbors, but just imagine knowing somebody that this person,
so close. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're across the street from England. And
I tell you,
yeah, and
Glenny won't laugh, man. Don't pretend like Glenny.
No, it's a serious thing. I don't want to laugh. No,
Glenny, don't add that to you.
I really don't understand your responses. So I really don't understand your responses.
Glenny,
when people die, no one expects them, and no matter how it comes, it's hard.
Given the fact you're not Liberians, given the fact that
you live, you will die. Okay,
but it's easy for you to accept, but not everybody accepts that.
And the other thing here is that this person was 50, lived to be 58 years, so thank God. I'm 49. If I pass away tomorrow, I'm grateful to God. I live to be 49 years old. God forbid. I will say this to you. Number one, so we come to have a show, but y'all want us now to have waykeeping on the show? Okay, let's have waykeeping. Let's have waykeeping. Dr. Richardson, go ahead. Pass me not, oh gentle Savior.
All right. Let's move on because
we are Glenny went in the back to laugh.
Doc, don't even mind this man. That's why the people say the center is a hot mess. He is.
I'm just, and I just came in the house. Because we
wanted. You should not need a story, and that's why I'm still saying what I'm saying.
But it's shocking to her, though. It's shocking to her.
It's very shocking. It's shocking that you just know somebody was here. You see this person, and the fact that when it was in there, and the mom, she never even
my home will cry.
And so it was just really surprising.
The other side I call.
We raised our children together. Yeah, one time
not pass me by.
It was reminding me, and how
It's
Yes,
really sad.
Savior.
Especially when they live so close.
Yeah, my
No one expects them. And no one accepts it. Nobody accepts them. Come on, I think what he's doing there. He just got off the
Yeah, but it's for her, you know, to live in the they have to move on and
you never pass me by. Savior, Savior. Yeah. Okay. Is it okay now? Can we move on to the Richardson? In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
I'll be leaving early. If you are to listen, I'll be leaving early today.
All right, folks. Dr. Richardson, seriously, I know the family, have my sympathy. I know the family. I know what you guys going through. I know what Abraham going through. He's very disturbed, and we wish Abraham well. We hope that God can strengthen him. Sister Glendy, you met that family before. Again, I say, have my sympathy to Glendy. Okay, can we get back to our show now, please? Dr. Richardson, can we get back to the show?
Get back. Keep going. Go ahead. Talk about what you want to.
Thank you, Glendy. You want to say something? We are bringing your pastor. Hey, thank God we get a pastor in the house. Amen. The pastor is a pastor. Let me just bring him on right now. Hey, I forgot. We got Pastor Goba in the house. Pastor Goba, we have been read through our sister, Dr. Richardson. Is there any words of counseling you want us to sing? You want us to pray? Can you help us go into the conversation?
Seriously.
Thank you, all of you for bringing me on tonight. It is an honor tonight. I know exactly what Dr. Richardson is going through. Not only the empathy nor the sympathy, but to live with a neighbor for 20 some more years, they become a family. Even if you don't interact every day, they become a family. And so I want to express my deep sympathy to you. I know especially where the kids grew up together, it is a vacuum. They feel they're lost. Might not be biological, but I know they do feel that they've lost somebody. So please accept our deepest sympathy.
Thank you. I'm just still in a state of shock, Pastor.
Pastor Goba, thank you. Please add Stanton to your prayer list.
That was just one last. What was the last?
That's how we're moving on now. You come and bring it here again.
No, I'm done with that story though. I'm into our show now. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm done with that Richardson story. I've shared my sympathy already, and on behalf of the entire network, yeah, I feel your pain, Dr. Richardson. Trust me, my neighbor Ray, I don't even know my neighbor name. Yeah. I've been here for all these years to the somewhere I don't even know.
That's why
I don't even know. Really, and you guys trying to say I'm laughing right now to go back.
No, but this
I know one of them, their name. They don't know my name.
That's why I'm trying to say, because here it is, the way the houses are built, you don't have to see your neighbors. You just come in your garage, get out of your garage and leave. And then you just learn through Facebook, because my oldest daughters, they're friend with the oldest daughter of their family, that we saw cars on the street, but we thought they were having gathering, and you just learn that, like somebody that you've been seeing. So it's not like I don't make it my business. I don't know my neighbor, I know they're here, but that's the problem of the the individualistic culture versus collectivist culture. So you get to think about this life that we live. Is it okay that you can just have neighbors and don't know them, and then?
Yes, it's okay. You can have neighbors, you don't know them. It's fine.
Well, for you, it's okay, but.
But then go around your black guy and go introduce yourself to everybody. It's okay. But it's okay. I don't care. I don't care about the neighbors here. I really don't want to know them. Yeah, I got we mix. This is the people culture. That's a go back.
But that's
I'm from Lampanton. I will leave and I go right across the road. I know everybody that there because that's our culture. Okay. Anything happen right next door. I don't know.
I know some of the reasons why it is necessary sometimes to know your neighbors. Yeah. They feel protected. They feel safe when they're around you, when they know you. Because when you live around people and they don't know you, you don't know them, everybody is suspicious of each other. But when you get to know them and you bring them together, Case in point is my neighborhood. When I leave, whether it's winter or summer, when my neighbors are doing their lawn, they do mine, vice versa, because I know them. What we've intentionally done is to have barbecues and invite our neighbors, and we just put on our flyer everywhere we move. Hey, we are your new neighbors. We want to know you. We are having a barbecue, so please join us. And that has helped us to know our neighbors. So my entire block, if you were to come here today, I can walk in my entire block and everybody knows my name. I know their names. So at least just the your immediate block, just your line to know them is really, really important. It's not compulsory, but it is important.
Pastor go back, I will wave to them. That's enough. That's the best. They wave to me, I wave to them. My son play basketball. My son play basketball. If we go in the yard, they will throw it back when they're doing that long. That's it. I mean, that's enough.
And so this is why you get to question the value of life. Is life just waving by? Is life just your son throwing the basketball back? Or is it being neighborly with each other? Is it now? I mean, I walk in there because that's how I am, and I, presented a card and a gift certificate because I know during this trouble time, she's not going to want to eat. She's not going to want to cook and stuff like that. And so,
so you going to cook for her now?
I will carry food for her if I have to,
If the woman get running stomach, she coming after you, and that would be a lawsuit.
That's fine.
Okay.
But, I drop off gift cards and stuff like that to the nearest restaurant, so I'm not cooking for her. But what I'm trying to say is, so she, for the longest time, she sat there telling how she misses him, when the funeral is, and how, and we share things that he was a great Eagles fan. The day Eagle won the championship, that man drove around his block, blowing the horn, disturbing the whole neighborhood. And I had to go look, and I was telling her that story, and she started laughing. But what I'm trying to say is that what life is. We can come in and drive in and say hi to our neighbor, but then one day, you're just gonna drop and die. So that's is that what life is?
I mean, I really do. Listen, I read it. I understand what you're saying. It is important to all men wants to die, and after this, the judgment. Whether you die today, you die tomorrow, you die in the next 3 weeks, everybody will die. If you ask a Christian today, who all want to go to heaven? Everybody will put a hand up. Ask them who want to die now. They will say that God waits more. It's important for us to know. I mean, death is but it will come. Whether through sickness, whether you're walking, whether you're healthy, whether you die in your sleep, you will die.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand how you're trying to connect these things but culturally, that's what the people believe. Yeah. And I go in Newtown right now. I can go and bus Pakana. I would eat it with people I know.
And those are the things I was thinking about, the value of the individualistic, capitalistic culture versus the value of living in our type collectivist culture. Everybody knew each other, that human connection, in need of, in times like this, that's when you need it. And I mean, for me, I have it, but, and I mean, I'm going to just throw a side joke in there, Pastor Gover. I'm sure you'll benefit from this. I come from a family where both of my parents are pastors, and they're visiting me today. And so my husband's family and my sister-in-law is listening. They want to be cremated. And in my family, we don't do that. And so my neighbor told his wife he wanted to be cremated. And I told her while we're there, and I was joking, and she looked at me. I said, when you die, I told my husband, you don't have control over this anymore. I do. So she looked at me. She looked at me like, oh, well, you just want to honor their wishes. So I came home and I was telling my story to my pastor mother who's visiting me, and she said, "You guys gonna give God so much hard time. Everybody wants to be cremated. He's gonna go around trying to find where the body should be, and the resurrection comes, So I thought that was funny. So anyway, let's move on.
Thank you, Dr. Richardson. Again, on behalf of the network, since I want to say have our sympathy and we wish you well. You and the entire family, the entire neighborhood, by the way. But the entire New Jersey, everybody that you know in New Jersey, we wish you well to have connection to this family. I beg you, I'm appealing to you. Are we allowed to move on now?
Yeah, you can move on. I have no problem with that. You can move on.
Thank you very much, Dr. Richardson. It just means Pastor Goba. And maybe I'm so indoctrinated in this whole thing to understand that death is about life. So
That's my comfort zone, Brother Stanton. That's my comfort zone. I deal with that every single day.
That's what I'm saying today. But
Dr. Goba, it's good to have you. I know you here again to discuss the issue about your bid for the as a councilman, Brooklyn Park. Again, we want to welcome you. We say thank you. We hope the rest of your team can join, that we can spend this 5 o'clock, 5 to 5 here. We should be to 9 p.m. in Liberia, 4 p.m. in Minnesota, where you are. Bring us up to date. I have your church member. By the way, before you start though, I know that Richardson told me she can pay tax and offering in her church. Glennie pay her tax and offering regularly, or it's not compulsory?
No, she doesn't. Pastor Goba, how are you?
I'm blessed, ma'am. How are you?
Pastor Goba, you have the church people listening. If you plead the fifth on this one, that's fine.
Pastor Goba and myself, we're from the same church branch, but we don't go to the same service. We don't go to the same church. He already explained that to you.
But I'm asking Pastor Goba though.
The financial team go through the records, so I have not gone through the records to be able to tell you definitively how she does it.
Thank you.
But I know for a fact she does pay her time.
Thank you, Pastor. Don't worry about him.
What about the offering?
Yeah, both.
Can you send me some for Sunday?
So how does she send the offering over? Is that Cash App, Zelle?
We have all means.
Yeah, we have different mediums of payment. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just listen. I'm just trying to hold on to the place that she should have no obstacle in going to heaven. You know. Bring us up to speed, Pastor Goba. How's the activities? How's the campaigning? How's everything?
Well, we thank God campaigning is going well. As a matter of fact, we are being hosted today by the Minnesota Mandingo Association, and I'm not home now. I'm in the home of the president of the Minnesota Mandingo Association. That's where I'm streaming from. So the campaign is going well. We have just done some flyers. We've just done some flyer, and the barbecue is going on. I think maybe if you would like, Bernice can show you the barbecue is going on. They're still on the field. I'm inside here, but the campaign is going on.
Yeah, is Nehemiah there also?
Yeah, they're both on the field over there.
Okay, so let's just hold you. Nehemiah, welcome. If you can unmute, can you show us if there's no music playing, because we'll be in a situation with Facebook. But can you show us the barbecue area and what's going on? You got to unmute.
All right, can you guys see me now?
You
yes.
Good?
All right. Yeah, we're out here just hanging out with a lot of our brothers from within the community.
Can you take the camera back? Somebody eating chicken over there. Now who's that? That John Solo?
No, that's John Solo. That's John Solo. I remember, man.
Remember, hold on, but don't run away now. Come on, start eating.
Hold on. Let me get it off of Okay, now they can hear you.
No. I just saw the man eating something. I thought he was eating some of the chicken. The man had the chicken quake. Okay. All right. So what's the activities? What's going on?
Everything going on good here.
In support of Pastor Goba?
So.
Wow.
So. Hey, I'm not alone.
Yeah, we are here together. We are to support the Reverend.
Okay. Yeah. What's your name?
Lawrence Famula.
Mr. Famula, thank you very much. Can we see? Can we see the beef? The cookout.
You want to see what?
The grill.
You guys doing something on the grill, right?
So that the food you want to see? You want to see us?
No. The guys say eating, man.
This is Bernice. She's on the grill.
Okay.
You guys are on spoon. Say hi to everybody. So we'll be here since what, 2 o'clock?
So Pastor Goba, what's happening right now? It just are you motivating the guys to come out? Talk to us now. What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening is like we said last week, what we are trying to do is to meet the stakeholders and to meet the various communities to get them involved. And some of what we've heard from the various constituencies is that they know they're supposed to vote, but they are not educated to voting. And so some of what we're doing is to just energize them, to educate them, tell them the value and the importance of voting and representation. And so we were able to meet with the Madingo Association last week and told them that we wanted to come and meet with the community, and they did agree to host us. So we are having a free barbecue, burgers and stuff, just to have them come to ask the questions. And as they come, we kind of educate them on the value and the importance of representation, of voting. And I just tell them my story. I think I did write that on Facebook. It took me 20 years to become an American citizen, so I don't take voting very lightly. I also let them know that blood was spilled for the freedom that we enjoy today. And so when you become a citizen, it only behooves you to exercise the right that others fought for. So, and that has been resonating very well with them. Some of the stakeholders we've met, they've assured us that their families have voted and that's what they wanted. They wanted somebody to come to them, to let them know what it is, or to even just value their vote. Because very often they say they get flyers in the mail or they get a text, and nobody shows up to really speak with them, hear their concerns, to see how best their concerns can be discussed or taken care of. So they're very enthusiastic about that, and we feel good too. However, we have not covered a lot of grounds because of the numbers of people we have to help us door knock. But we've done very well with the young people. Nehemiah and Bernice have incorporated the young kids. So today I was even able to bring my grandchildren, 4 of them, to door knock with me. We did a lot of door knocking today. So it's going well. I feel very good about it so far.
So the folks asking, where is the barbecue? Can you announce the location, please?
Yeah, the barbecue is here at the Widowbrook apartment, 65th Avenue North. So once you come to Widowbrook, it's on the park, right on the open field. You can't miss it. As soon as you hit Widow Park on 65th, Zine 65th and Widow Park, you can't miss it. It's a very popular place, very popular Liberian community, so nobody will miss it.
I'm going to ask 2 questions and bring that to Richardson and the rest of the team. One, early voting started already, correct?
Yes, sir. Early voting started September 20th, and it runs till November 4th. And then on the 5th, which is the elections day, you have to vote at your precinct. So for early voting, you can only vote at the city hall, but on the day of election, you have to vote at your precinct. So meaning the community you live in, the site that has been designated for voting will be the place you vote. But between now and November 4th, you can only vote at City Hall, which is on 85th, 5200 85th Avenue North.
So,
Brooklyn Park.
Okay. Is early voting different from the mail-in ballot that people will be casting?
I think it's basically the same, but some people choose to go in to vote in person. And if you go in to vote in person, like I did, if you go to vote in person, they'll put it in a mailbox. They'll put it in the mail, seal it up, and then they'll send it. If you go in person, that's what happens. If they send it to you in the mail, you fill it the same way, seal it, and then mail it. So early voting is the same.
So folks are listening to you right now. You can walk to wherever you just announced, maybe you announce it again, take your ID and all required document and vote, correct?
Yes.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock to 4:30 p.m.
You guys providing transport?
Yes, we have offered to provide that. We have called and told people if you need a ride, just give us a call. We'll pick you up and take you to vote.
What's the number to call while you work on the number, or guy to work on the number? Let me go to Dr. Richardson. This is getting interesting though, Dr. Richardson.
So hello everybody. I just want to join Pastor Goa and ask you to please vote for him. He is now doing a lot of the early work with Liberians and many others. It's not just Liberians that can vote for him. If you have a strong interest in developing your district or your area, your precinct, or the community in which you live in, he is the person to vote for. As you know, the last time he was here, Dr. Brooklet spoke on his behalf and said that a lot of times good leaders come out from the church. And I believe that. So, as you can see, he's trying to get a seat at the table. You cannot be informed about what's going on within your community if you don't have a seat at the table, if you don't have somebody to represent you. Representation is important in this matter. And that's what Pastor Goba is fighting for. He and his team, Nehemiah, and all of them who are today at the barbecue, asking you guys, educating you guys. When you have a seat at the table, you can be informed. You know, you will learn ways to maneuver support for our community, for our people. He can then fight for some of the things that we need, be it immigration, be it housing, be it food, be it safety, security. This is what Dr. Goba is fighting for. We need it in Minnesota. We can't have such large population in Minnesota and have no representation. The other people now pass us, the Kenyan or the Ethiopian or the Somalian who perhaps recently came to that community. They pass us. So
Certainly.
no matter who you are, where you're from, whether you're from, you know, where I'm from, many parts of Liberia, you join. Get on the support team of Pastor Goba and let us unite for and make him a winner in this situation. Okay, let's put aside all our different yama that what other people can do. This is what grown people do. We got plenty of yama because life won't be life if we didn't have yama. Okay,
Yep.
we'll put it together and then we come and have him representing us. And then we can go in the background and fight with him like crazy. That you see what you did, and let him express himself or fight with his team or whatever. But for now, we need to get that. What the American people do, they don't let each other. How they don't sleep with each other. They don't even. You see how they never pass each other in the street. We just see neighbor. You can't your garage. You go. But at the end of the day, they know what they want. Okay, they put their mind and their thought and their hand behind one person, and let that person win. And then when they finish, they got to have the differences and stuff like that. We'll always be human, so we'll do that. So please, I'm asking you, I'm begging and appealing to you to please let's support Pastor Goba and let him win, and then we can talk to other matters. So thank you for coming here today.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Richardson. Appreciate it. Grateful.
Thank you, Dr. Richardson. You don't want to be part of the barbecue out there?
I will. I wish they could send some chicken or your barbecue or you can send it here to me.
Is this Glenny?
Hello, everybody. It's good to be on, Pastor Goa. Of course, we wish you all the very best. I was reading some of the comments. I just want to encourage people like to add on to what Dr. Richardson said. This is something that Liberians have to want. No one is going to entice your appetite if you're not hungry for this. If you're hungry to win this, then you have to show people that you're hungry, and then you have to show them by getting out the votes. It's important that Liberia have a representation in Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota frequently, so I know the population there of Liberians. My son lives there, but he's in Mankato on campus. But I know there, my church there, I know how many. You may not have a lot of people in Brooklyn Park, but even if you don't live in the area where Pastor Goa is running, you can motivate other Liberians because you want a seat at the table. That's what is important. Pastor Goa and his team can do all they can to encourage, or if the individual Liberians don't get to the place where they realize that we want to have a seat at the table at all costs, this is going to be a lost effort. So I want to encourage all of us and continue to encourage you. Pastor Goa, I'm begging you, please put my t-shirt in the bag. I will pay for my t-shirt. I love
Yes,
the t-shirt.
ma'am.
I love the colors. But I want to encourage the team on what you all are doing. We have to be able to want this, be hungry for it, and get out the votes. And like Dr. Richardson, we can fight later. But let's be together now to be able to win this so that we can move the needle a little bit. I was in quickly, I had gone to the Somalian mall, and everybody I meet and talk about Liberia, about Minnesota and the Somalian community there. You see those people more. I went there to buy something. The people are situated pretty. And we can be in this community for so long and we don't have as much as they have. It's the time is now. And so we're hungry for this. We have to show that we're hungry by voting. So I want to encourage everybody who has the opportunity and the ability to vote to please, let's win this for Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you, Sis Glenn.
Thank you, Sis Glenn.
Isaac, welcome to the show, Isaac.
Yeah, thank you. And hi, Pastor Goa. Nice to see you, to have you on. Hi to everybody else. I mean, Dr. Regency and Glendy said it all right. This is shouldn't be viewed just as an individual thing. It is a thing that concerns all. Once you are a Liberian, see this as your own thing. So we want to just add our voice to the many voices to call up everyone. Please, let's go for what is ours and let's have what's ours. When you go anywhere around Minnesota and you say, I'm from Broken Back, around the Broken Back area, people will say, oh, the Liberian place. And you cannot have the place called the Liberian place and you don't have a Liberian representative representing the Liberian place. So this should be about Liberia. If you are a Liberian, they should be about you, not just the individual you see. He's the torchbearer of something that concerns all of us. So please do the needful, get out, vote for him, and make sure he is there for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother.
So, Pastor Goba, help us with information here. Folks are listening to you. What really do you want? What can you tell them?
Well, like all of you have said, what I just encourage the Liberians to do, and as I go out, as the team goes out and hear from the Liberians, education is not that we are not educated, not that we don't know about voting, but I think the value of voting and the representation and the issues that pertains us are the issues that people don't consider to be. They don't I don't know what to say, but they don't ascribe seriousness to those issues because there are some issues that I have heard. People have told me, oh, Pastor Goba, we are losing the parks. They don't want us to use this, they don't want us to do this. And I say to them, well, the only way that can happen is if we have a representative on the table. When these issues come about them doing that, then your representative will speak for you. But if you don't have a representative and that issue come out, it will be discussed from the perspective of the American, not you, because you are a cultural constituent. But if you have somebody on the table, if music is what you do when you're at the park, they'll understand that you play music. They can come and tell you, turn your music down. But originally, they will just come and say, you can't have music, pack up and leave. I say, so it is important that we vote, because when we vote and you have somebody on the table, if they come and say, hey, you can't have music at the park, I, as your representative, will tell them, say, look, from our cultural background, when we are at the park, we play music because we come to have fun. That's part of our fun. What we can do because of your noise ordinance, maybe we can turn our music down, but you can't tell us to completely get rid of our music. And that resonated with them. So some of these are the little bitty education that we have been doing, that the team have been carrying out to have them understand that it is important that we vote. And another thing I have told people is that I am not egotistic. I'm not a politician. I'm not looking for a job. In fact, let me say it so they all can hear, it's not a paid job. Being a city council member is not a paid job. I think they gave us stipend. It's not a paid job, because I've even heard some of our Liberians say, well, now he's looking for a bigger job, so he will come. By the time they vote, they get the power, then they leave. And I tell them, no, that's not it. And that has also been our mindset. The people think we just want power, and then after that, we don't see them. That is not what I intend. What I intend to do is to genuinely represent our people, to speak on the issues that pertains us as a community, and to just make sure that we are represented. I mean, it behooves
So
us to be
let's talk about
represented.
let's talk about your engagement within the community, Dr. Goba. What have you done briefly? You can name 3 important stuff you have done for the people of Brooklyn Park,
Well,
Liberians and non-Liberians.
I've been a pastor for over 30 years now. The only secular work I've ever had, like I said, was to work for the Ministry of Public Works when I was in Liberia. So in my capacity and in my role as a pastor, I've done mission trips. I've traveled on mission trips all over the world. In fact, we've gone to Florida to build homes for hurricane victims. We've gone to Louisiana to build homes for hurricane victims, and in Minnesota here. Yeah, in Minnesota here, I'm a part of the community when issues are happening. We just had a NAM walk. I am a part of the Alliance for Mental Health. We just had a NAM walk a few days ago, and I did fundraising on behalf of NAM. So I'm engaged with the community. I'm in the community. I volunteer. Not very much, but I'm in the community. And all of what I do is geared towards people empowerment. I work as a mental health counselor. And some of the people that my work have affected are Liberians. As I speak to you, we have some Liberian clients. So some of what I've done affects our community, our young people. And so I'm engaged in the community. I can assure you that.
Oh, okay. We're going to take some calls. Let me hear from Nehemiah, and then we're going to open the phone line to, I want the people to talk to you. Truthfully, I met you here through Russell. I don't know you, but I can say as a Liberian, I wish you well. And those that listen to you should be able to speak and let others people know exactly why they are voting for you or why will they be voting for you. Mr. Gali, can you talk to us, and also can you help us use your phone to reach out to folks out there, and let's hear them why they are standing outside today in support of Pastor Goba. But let's talk to you first.
Unmute.
Thank you very much, Stan. I want to say hi and to this family of Spoon TV. You have my nephew on your show. I know you all call him Damo. He read in a PPT. So you're telling me your uncle say you PPT, no Damo. Right now I have Ansu with me. They're all from the the minister just walking. We're on Spoon TV live. Yeah. Executive director for who I am, and it's the deputy minister. Is it from
administration
for foreign affairs? They just walk in. And then we have Ansu and Lawrence from Lawrence family from the Liberian Mandingo community that they are all here to show.
It will be good, Gali. It will be good, Gali, that you give it to Lawrence. Let's hear him, Lawrence, because we heard you before. Why are you out there? Why are you out there in support of Pastor Goba, sir?
Yeah, so my name is Lawrence Famler, and we represent a huge community here, and we choose to individually from our community, and we talk to a lot of our friends to join us in the struggle to ensure that we support Pastor Goba. So I'm here with the president of the Minnesota Manima Association. So he's going to say a few words, then we conclude from our end. So, President.
Hello. First of all, my name is Ansu Kumara. So we are here to vouch our support for the pastor. So I met him a couple of days ago. Things that he did talk about actually represent our shared values. And part of it has to do with the representations of our community. And part of it as well has to do with, being underrepresented on the board. And when the decision is made, if you are not represented, of course, you will see that gap. And the only language I believe the elections speak is numbers. So being here as part of the community, we are here to mobilize, create awareness, especially with the Liberian community. Now that we know we have over 40,000 people, and I stand to be corrected on that. We want to reach out to as much 48,000. over 48,000 people. So we are here to reach out to people, create awareness, just so we can rally our support behind the pastor. And it's a lot of things happening in the community. We have brothers and sisters that are here that have businesses that also have um, other things going on. So when these decisions are made, it affects them. Policy changes here in America, especially in Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, every single day consistently. So, and the way the decisions are made is made among few people that affect thousands of people. All right. So if we as Liberians come together to represent us, now we will bear the weight. And we don't want to do that. And we need a seat at the table. And the only way to do that is for the pastor to represent us, which is why we are here to vouch our support for him.
So, Mr. President, let me ask you before you leave here. I think Dr. Richardson and the rest of the team have questions. Now, let me ask you a question before we go to committee. My question is, why are you supporting Pastor Goba? It's just because what he told you? Have you seen something prior to his engagement in the community? I want you to sell him. People out there that are on the fence, should I vote for him? Should I stay away? How will you convince them? Why are you out there right now supporting him? What have you done for the community?
Okay, so that's a very good question. So during our meeting, we'll be honest here, and that was one thing I actually asked him a question for, which is, I don't know you. I just met you for the first time, and I don't know what you've done for the community. But the one thing that actually resonated with me was he's a God-fearing person. He's a pastor, right? I'm of a Muslim background. I'm a Muslim, and I know the representations of our religious leaders, all right? And some of the things that actually he was speaking about, actually, I believe is our shared value. And many, he was talking about things like being underrepresented on the board. And one of the questions I believe I asked him was, when you guys come over here to the community, you all comes here with the same questions and the same concern and speaking in the same language, which is when we get out there, we'll represent the community, we'll vouch for the community, we'll put all our support around and make sure things are changed in the community. And then he told me that he's not a politician, all right? And I think you got to have an honest heart to say that, to say you are not a politician. And not only that, he started to talk about challenges that we are all facing, the housing challenges, businesses, right? So I am selling him because I believe in him. He's a religious leader. Well, until he can prove that wrongly, and I'm here to tell you that he's the right person for the position.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Dr. Richardson, let me give it to you. I think it's very interesting for us to talk to the people out there that have left their jobs, their home, in support of Pastor Goba. And listen, let's be real though. We are speaking truth right here. Ain't no joke. I don't know Pastor Goba, Dr. Richardson. Never met him before. I've not spoken to him. But let's just be straight up. Let's put everything outside. And I like what the president said. Listen, I don't know him, but I believe him because of what he told me. He's a religious leader. Dr. Richardson, I think it's unique.
Definitely, like you, and like someone said earlier, they met Pastor once. I can tell that Pastor Goba possessed empathy. He talked about his involvement in working with community mental health area in his region. He talked about advocating for Liberians, how perhaps it could be the issue relating, playing music at the park. He talked about that. He talked about people who may not, may not understand our culture. And this is why we need someone, not just anyone, someone like Pastor Goba to represent us, because he shows that he has empathy. He can empathize that are where he can empathize with other people, listen to their points of views, and be able to come up with decisions about how things should go. So I respect that. Okay, like I said, if you don't have empathy, one of the greatest strength that I think of a person is to be able to empathize with somebody else, see what they're going through. In Minnesota, you guys have the Liberian weekend. Yeah, don't take it for granted, okay? You need someone like Pastor Goba to be there to be able to say there's a reason why we need this weekend. We as immigrants, we work a lot. We have 2 or 3 jobs in this country, okay? Because we have to not only support our families here, but we have family in Liberia. The people that's as a group of Americans that think about here and now, their families here, they're not thinking about other cultures. So we have someone like Pastor Goba who said that he is involved in the community. As a pastor, he pastors people that come from different areas, different economic backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds. And so he has to be at the seat of the table to be able to present our view, our way of life, our worldview to people who may or may not care about it and sell us to those people. And that's why we need him. We need someone not just anybody, not just anybody, any Liberian can do this. If you don't have empathy, just forget it. You can't do it. Okay. If you don't have leadership, integrity, like he's a man of God, you may not do it. He said something very profound here. You said to me, this is not a paying job. Being a city man council is not a paying job. So this man is doing it out of the kindness of his heart or whatever miniature stipend that they gave him, to move around. But this is because of his interest in people. He's people oriented. He's people driven. So Pastor Goba, I think that's one way that the people are following you, a reason why they're able to lead an entire church and the people follow you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, that's what I'm hearing from you.
Thank you.
Pastor Goba is who do we have anyone out there that like to say something before we go to Acid Doe? Again, you have information. I hope Kamati or Nehemiah can put up the information, like the phone numbers, people who to reach to for transportation. We want to update the audience and get them ready. They avail themselves to go cast a vote, who they can reach to. Nehemiah, you want to add anything? You got anybody else you'd like us to talk to?
We got on. Hello, Stan.
Yeah,
Yes,
you have.
we got a van yesterday. We got a van to take people to vote. The phone number is 763-250-3079. 763-250-3079. Anybody who needs a ride, just call us. We're going to start taking people. We got a van yesterday that we have. I'm just waiting to take people to go vote.
Okay. So I you want to add anything, and we'll keep Pastor Goba for last because I know these guys are busy. Seeing Nehemiah, he want to go and eat. I know he really want to go and eat.
I know we have a lot of people listening to us, not just those on the phone. And the pastor said something that is very important. And I know my brother Lawrence is there. Lawrence, nice to see you, and thank you for going out there. My brother, at least he represented the young people there as well. But something even the president said, and I think I wanted to just take on a little bit, like a few seconds. Most often you see, especially we like this, ask people wanting to represent us, what have you done for the community? I wanted to quickly say to that, I think the president wants to represent our community on the basis of what he will do for the community, not actually on what he has done. Now, this is the thing. Many a times, if politicians go to places and win seats based on what they've done, in their mind, they always think that they've paid the price already for what they've got. That's the reason why they don't see the need to come back, because listen, I've already done what I'm supposed to do. They rewarded me with their votes and I'm on. So you can see from everything he said, it's not because he
Maybe you listen to Acid though. So what your wife won't come back. Anyway, let's deal with the Brooklyn pass something.
Right. It's not because he went and brought someone grass or he gives someone food but it is because of what he will do for the Liberian community. That's why it is important for us to have our representation so that our voices can be represented going forward. Please, everyone. Lawrence, nice to see you, my brother.
Thank you very much. I don't know, folks, can you give the announcement again, the address to that place? People are asking where's the barbecue.
The barbecue is at Willowbrook. Willowbrook. As soon as you enter Willowbrook, you'll see us. At the park, right at the park. On Zing.
It's 5920 65th Avenue North.
Yes. So if you come, you see a whole bunch of folks in the Goba shirt. You got the babies for Goba. Let me see the baby for Goba. Can I see it?
Oh my God, 59.
This is a baby, the baby for Goba. Say hi. So we are out here. As soon as you come, anybody coming, they will see us. The Reverend, he read already. Yes. It's that man Spoon. Thank you so much for all your support, man. We owe you guys a lot.
No, thank God, man. We wish you guys success, man.
Thank you guys so much. And I can assure you, one thing I want people to know.
But Nima, hold on, Nima, you get BBT on one last you said it, you get $100. One last you said it, man, $100. One last you said it, man, $100. Your own nephew, my man.
Let me ask you a question. Somebody on Spoon, $100 person.
Now my OG down there. OG, what's up? It's been a minute.
BBT, what's up, man? Stay, I used to change that man type of.
Yes, you will put everything all right.
Man, we thank you guys so much, man. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're going to become thank you, Lawrence. Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much to all of you guys. Let me bring in Pastor Goba. Pastor Goba, let's finish up with you, sir. And I think is take care, Bernice. Take care. And I think it's unique to say that it's good having you. Let's finish up with you, Pastor. And before you leave, please, again, we need our prayer again to help us going through in the midst of these sisters and mothers and women we have on the show. We really need those prayers.
Well, again, thank you for the privilege to have us on the show. You don't know how much you've done, but this is going to have an impact on our community. As a matter of fact, people call me from Liberia telling me they've seen my picture. I remember when you first posted it, I got calls from Liberia. You were on Spoon. They had your picture on Spoon. So I know this, just from what you're doing, will have a significant impact on our community. And I also want to thank you for, I never used to follow Spoon, but because of the elections in Liberia, your network was very instrumental in helping us move smoothly in the process. So we just want to, in this public manner, thank you for what you're doing for our community. You're informing us, the diaspora back home, and you're holding people accountable. And that's what I say. I say it's good to have people to hold you accountable. When you are held accountable, it gives you a perspective where you know that people are holding you accountable and you'll be kind of bound to do the right thing. So I want to thank all of you. But one thing I want to say, because I know there are other folks that are listening to this who are just not Liberians. I want to tell them that as much as I'm a native of Liberia, I'm an American citizen, and I'm not just a Liberian candidate. I'm a candidate for the city of Brooklyn Park, even though it's a section of Brooklyn Park. But I've always said if I should win, I'm winning for Brooklyn Park, I'm winning for Minneapolis, for St. Paul, and I'm winning for Minnesota. So if you're here and you're listening and you're watching, I'm not just seeking the votes of the Liberian people. I'm seeking all votes, everybody that knows and that wants good for us. I'm asking you to vote for me so that together we can work and make our city a better place to be. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I am humble and I am grateful.
Again, thank you. You're always welcome. And again, we'll see you. Listen, whenever you want to come back till November 5th, you are welcome to come back.
Thank you, sir.
We do appreciate
Thank you.
Ready?
Thank you.
Good, Pastor.
Thank you,
Pastor. I have my sympathy again. Our prayers are with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
May the Lord watch between me and thee when we ask him for
While we're
victory.
absent one from the other.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters.
Oh,
You have a wonderful and blessed evening.
You too.
They do the same.
We want to say thanks to Pastor Goba, thanks to the team Goba, thanks to Bernice, thanks to Nehemiah Gali, thanks to everyone that show up at Brooklyn Park. They're doing a barbecue. If you're there, I mean, the barbecue is going on. It look interesting, by the way. I mean, we home on Spoon Talk, talking, and other people out there getting some fresh air, eating burger, eating chicken, and you know how you're going to end up tonight. Well, it is what it is. They're asking you to go vote for Pastor Goba. And listen, I think he's going to win that seat because our brother Russell won that seat, and I think 2 or 3 times, right, Dr. Richardson? Was it twice?
I'm not sure, but I know he did win.
Yeah.
Won once.
Okay, and I think it's very interesting for us to just push once a Liberian, always a Liberian. I want to say, let me just go back down to our own Liberal politics. I said, those say yes. If you rewarded people, you don't have to come back again. So that's a good message for President Weah, the former president. So I said, that's why we'll keep you on the show every day. You speak truth to power without fear and favor. I said, we do ready. Appreciate those comments. Those coming from your heart. It's not politics. So again, Glendy, you want to say something, or you look at me?
Don't
No, I'm not going to Glendy back.
All right. Listen, unless the people who see President Barkai to change the face of Liberia, though he's been there for 50 years and he's done nothing, they actually understood exactly what I said. Now, the brother is asking as a person, what have you done for the community? They are not asking as a leader, what were your achievements? That's different. George Weah did achieve, and George Weah will be president again if he wants to be on the basis of his achievements as a former president. He will bring the record, not his personal dealing with the community, but his record as.
Do you think President Weah? Do you think? And let's get into the show. We got a lot to go on. And then Glenny, that Richardson not take. God, which is not water you drinking. We hope that water. And Glenny, we hope your throat really healthy. You're drinking and you're clearing your throat.
One of the greatest. All right, go ahead.
I want to say to all of you, welcome to the show. Fadiga is coming to John Els and the rest of the team. I want to say welcome. It's a beautiful Saturday. Let's have a wonderful show. It's because of you we are here. Please share the show. We'll be going to the phone line, but it is important to note I can announce, and I'm uploading the document. You remember the situation, Dama, if you want to upload what happened at the CDC party headquarters, the warrant that was issued at the time, Dr. Richard said. People say, that was a good warrant. It was good. It came from Judge Joman Jada Court from West Point. Today, we can confirm the assistant clerk and the officer at the time, they got dismissed. But what became of Joman Jada? Joman Jada said, I didn't give him any permission. They did it by themselves. So therefore, the warrant was a faulty warrant, and the LDA guys couldn't have gone over there with all the warrant. They prepared something clandestinely, and here we are today. The assistant clerk, the officer got dismissed. We have the document. What say you, Dr. Richardson?
Very discouraging. I remember us having this conversation on Spoon. We did, in fact, I believe the assistant clerk did make us understand that he got permission from Judge Joman Jala. Is that his name, Senator? Judge Joman Jala? Okay, yeah. So we all were thinking it was a good move. You did the right thing in order to get into somebody's property. You need a warrant. And it's sad to find out that this was all done illegally or not according to the books. And, if that is the case, we have to follow the law, even though in as much as I would have loved for them to have done this legally. But if they did this legally and Judge Joman Jala is washing his hands of it, then it's illegal. Sadly. I hope that the police department will do a better job. I hope that they now have hired someone who would double check, triple check these things, these legal papers, make sure all of the T's are crossed and I are dotted before they move on.
Yeah, but Dr. Richardson, before I leave you though,
Mm-hmm.
don't you think it's kind of too? How will you even understand? Listen, the judge saying no, but here's the thing: the assistant clerk said I got the call log that Judge Joma Jara called me. I got the call log. He called me, and he said to me, I should issue the warrant. When we broke the story first, right, Glendy, they said, oh, no, that's not true. We had a legit warrant. I want to remind our fellow librarian today, I'm uploading the document for you to see. They said, no, that's not true. We went there legally. We have a legit warrant. But Judge Joma Jara, like I was told today, and I have the document I about to share, authorized. But Damo, can you please find some of the serious issue that took place here? And today, Dr. Richardson, before we go to Sister Glendy, they fire the clerk and they fire the officer. They dismiss them. I have the dismissal letter also.
Yeah, this is tough, Stanton, because it's a case of you say, I say, So even though the clerk has the call log, that's what he has. But what happened? Only he heard what Judge Joma Jara said, and only the clerk. So in Liberia, if there are other ways for them to determine that this is what Judge Joma Jara said, that this was, because I remember when we were having this discussion, they said it was customary for this clerk to sign on to warrants, that he gave permission. I believe I remember someone saying that here on the show, that this was something that he did. It was routine. So he didn't need his signature, didn't really need to be on the paperwork. But now, as we're hearing, it's a matter of what he is saying and what his assistant is saying. And, he's dismissed. The assistant is dismissed, but because Joma Jara's word is now has overpowered his words, even though he has a call log, but the call log only show somebody call you XYZ day. It doesn't really show what the transcript of the conversation, right?
You see, good point, and you caught that because you know what? It was the same question. How can you defend yourself in court? I can call you. It said nothing about the content in my call to you. It would just show that I call you 315, right?
Yeah.
Glendy, come in, Glendy. I know you're looking at the document. I put the warrant from the clerk and that dismissal letter. I know you're looking at Glendy. Yeah, something seemed not to be too correct here.
So I just want to say that I would hope that the judicial system is working, and if the Supreme Court is the one that's firing or authorizing these two people to be terminated, then it means that they have evidence. They have proof that the judge was not involved in the writ that was issued. I don't think they will be acting on a process that would be illegal, or they won't have the evidence. But if it's as high as the Supreme Court, where they're now sanctioning the fact that these people are fired now, if they're involved, then I'm hoping that they have all the ducks in a row. If this is something that the judge did unilaterally, then it's concerning if no other party was involved. But I will hope that they have the documents to be able to say whatever was done illegally. And so because you did this illegally, you can be terminated. Because if they didn't do it, if they did it with the judge's consent, and he also was not reprimanded, then this is wrong. So I'm just hoping that they do have everything in a row and all the proof that they needed to say what you all did was illegal and you have to be fired.
Well, Glendy, okay, I know you're gonna hope, but let's go back to what Dr. Richardson said. I called you 3:15 p.m. on the 5th of October. We spoke. You didn't recall me. I didn't recall you. Would that show anything as to what we talk about, Glendy?
Well, it depends, Santa.
Would that show anything as to what we talk about, the context of our conversation? No. It will only show that I call you, right?
It won't, yeah. It will just be easy.
And that's why these guys, their neck is on the chopping board now. because you can show any phone number. That's not a proof. That's why Judge Jomanjala is walking free. If it is true that Judge Jomanjala authorized the assistant clerk. Now, I'm going to put this up before we go to Acid Do. This is the officer, Setona, his name is. I want you to zoom in and take a picture and see, based on an team of investigator report at the alleged, okay, let me read it from my, okay, based on an investigative team report on the alleged issuance of rape, of search and seizure warrant from a magisterial court within Moserado County, which led to a riot beyond and within the Congress for Democratic Change, CDC compound, on August 22nd, 2024. It is established that you in cohort with Mr. Abraham Tawe, assistant clerk, issue a search and seizure warrant to the Labrador Drugs Enforcement Agency without the instruction, consent, and or approval of any of the 3 magistrates assigned at the West Point Magisterial Court. Your conduct to serve such an unauthorized warrant resulted not only in riding along the Congo Town vicinity on Thursday, August 22nd, 2024, but brought unsolicited embarrassment to the West Point Magisterial Court and cast aspersions on the entire judiciary and integrity institution, vigorously undergoing rebranding. Hence, consistent with Section 4.2-2D of the Standing Order of Civil Service, conduct unbecoming of employee in the public service, you are hereby immediately dismissed from the judiciary. So listen, we have the other letter from Mr. Tawe. We're going to read it. And then we're going to post the warrant up. I think I shared the warrant with you guys. I said, what say you? The whole thing, the conclusion of the Supreme Court. Right now, are they trying to cover us something here? I mean, let me get, and we'll go to our people in Liberia to speak to this, because there's a big breaking news today. So let's hear you, Isaac.
So let me apologize first to the judiciary for finding yourself in the mix of all of this wahala. Unfortunately, politics have now consumed Liberia, where Liberia is a country with no heel, no teeth. Let me quickly read the press release from the government of the...
So you gotta hold on while I put it up. I'm putting that up because I know you want to read it. Just please give me a few seconds while I put it up.
So one will want to ask, the government of Liberia did not know that the warrant was a fake one. The entire government, for which we had a press release under the signature of the Minister of Information of the government of Liberia. Please pull that up. I want to read it, and I will remind us what happened when we had that discussion on the show. I hope we will come to a time when the truth will sink in. I tried going, this is it. This came from the government, and it says, early this morning, the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency, LDA, in an attempt to execute a search and seizure warrant at an identified property in the small town community around, that other one is not important. The most important thing here, it says to execute a search and a seizure warrant. This is a statement from the entire government of Liberia with the seal of the Republic of Liberia, the logo of MINCAT, the letterhead of MINCAT, and the signature of the Minister of Information, Culture, and Tourism. It's not that you can take it down. Now, let's take a breath for a second. Let's think about it. When we were discussing this, I brought up the news that our guy at the protector kept saying there was no warrant. Oh, we had the PhD people around the show. You can comprehend, you can logical, all that thing. Today, here we are. How many more times will we be right? Today, you have the small people being dismissed. So ask yourself a question. Who called him or them? Who went to them? Who pressured them to give them warrant? LDEA did not know that the person they went to get the warrant was not authorized. They didn't know. The entire LDEA. My people, I was told that this was the most sophisticated government. Those in power are the most educated, are the most experienced. But my dear people, this is what happens if your mind, everything you want to achieve is to attack your political opponent. The United Party don't care about the price of rice, don't care about the living condition. They just care about erasing CDC. So once the name CDC appears in anything, they will do whatever to go after it. But this is embarrassing. This is not good for our country. I don't think this is anything anyone should be proud of.
Thank you.
Crazy.
Dr. Riches, thank you very much. And indeed, the lack of communication, I think it become to be a serious issue. Dr. Riches saying they could have done the investigation, and indeed, you can look at these different documents. All right, I just posted the warrant that was issued. Dr. Riches saying this is embarrassment, like the coach said, a complete embarrassment. But one may ask Dr. Riches saying, the acting LDEA director or officer in charge, what's going on with him? Did he know that this warrant was a bad warrant, Glendy? Did he know that this warrant was illegally done? I mean, can we just, and I will discuss this again because I'm trying to bring those guys on the show because they are challenging the court. They are challenging the court. They said they were dismissed. Not on the basis of the warrant, they were dismissed because somebody wanted to keep the job. Dr. Richardson, what's going on here?
So you can look at this in terms of the core law will not show, what was said, the conversation, what was said in the conversation. But on the other hand, do those guys have a history where they actually completed warrants and used the judge's stamp, to execute warrants? If they had a pattern or a history, then they can show, yes, we have been authorized to do this on many, many occasions. Okay. So it's confusing to us now that this judge would say, I'm not part of it. I'm washing my hands out of it. These guys did this on their own. So those guys, if they have that kind of support or that kind of argument where they can present to the court, then I can reason with them that they may have an argument here with the court system. But if that's not the case, they only have the core law, they don't have no other evidence, circumstantial evidence, then, it is what it is. But yes, the LDA, we need to know what's going on with this guy. He needs to be questioned as well. And hopefully they learn from this, Stanton. Hopefully they will check everything. They'll have a specific legal department that will ask these questions.
Yeah, but Dr. Richardson, you think this was intentional though, because they knew they were going to CDC party headquarters?
Oh, so they didn't. They were intentional because they knew they were going, so they didn't check.
Yeah, you think this thing was done because they knew exactly the target? They knew that something, because all behind this story also a lot of money was seized and drugs, and there's a long thing behind this thing. Well, I mean, the rush to this, the urgency. I mean, you think the officer in charge, and Peter's my friend, but for him to sit there and get a warrant, right? Yeah, it's the warrant. Yeah, is it? Right? It was signed. This is the actual warrant.
Mm-hmm.
By the clerk of the court.
Yes, Ellie.
Swear.
Mm-hmm.
It was signed. West Point Magisterial Court. It lists everything, as you can see. So I want you, everything is listed, Glendy. Heroin, cocaine, narcotic. The white, what's that? Miss something, marijuana, egg nut. Is that another drug they call egg nut? We are seeing something here. Tramadol. They listed everything. All narcotic substance. This, that they needed to go there. They needed to go there ASAP. I want you to, folks, I want you to take a picture of this, right? We are breaking this news to you. Take a picture of it for you to know that I think more investigation needed. Currently, I think they need to call the LDA folks. The officer in charge, did they talk to him? Or they just going to give him a pat on the back?
I hope they did. I hope they included everybody who's involved and didn't just do it one-sided, because then that would be bad. I would hope that if this is coming from the Supreme Court, this is the thing. If this is coming from the Supreme Court, then they didn't investigate and call all parties involved. That will be starting from the DEA people, because who called? Who made the request? Based on what was the request made? So they have to be able to start from them. I don't want to believe that it was just done on one side. And it also tells us that the government, whether it is CDC or whoever you're going after, or you're trying to do something with, you got to be very meticulous, because if you do it incorrectly, the people will come after you. So you got to do things correct. You can't be in a haste, especially when you're going against your immediate past opponent who has now become your present opponent. You got to do things. You got to cross all your T's and dot all your I's. You cannot be doing things haphazardly and trying to rush. And then when it fails, then you want to come back, but they've already scored on you. So I hope all parties, and it will be good to talk about, because the LDA guy was here. You spoke to him. He explained about it. So it'd be good to hear what their side of the story is and whether they were involved in this investigative process.
So I said, let's go. Let's finish up with you. We got to finish with this story, because today will be out of here early, folks. We got about 30 more minutes to go. A wonderful Saturday. But we got another story about the Liberia National Police. We'll be bringing your way. We'll be quiet, just give you all the good information. Take them home, go over them. I said, something did it. Something is underneath this thing. I say, I don't know what you're thinking, but my mind is going crazy right now. That something is underneath, I say.
Well, personally, I don't have anything to think about. We said it at the time this thing happened, but this is what I want us to do. Can we, for now, forget the code? Can we just pretend as if we are not seeing anything the code did? Let's forget the code, the clerk, let's forget about that. The code did not just issue. Someone requested before the code issued. Can we look at the requesting side? Can we, for a second, be sincere to our country and look at the requesting side? After the requesting side, can we look at the next side, the information side? So what we are saying, the information ministry did not do any due diligence, did not have the warrant, did not send it to the Ministry of Justice, did not verify, but the government ministry went ahead and issued press statement talking about the very warrant that was fake. Have you ever seen that in your life since you were born? What kind of government is this? So the government issued a long, big, heavy press release on a fake issue. The government, I'm not saying one guy behind Ninkambo, but the government, sitting government, under the signature of the Minister of Information. I want us to think about that. When has
But let me ask you, what make the minister's statement or the ministry statement? Why are you blaming the statement?
Because the Minister of Information was giving out the information as the position of the government. What I'm saying, Stanton.
What in wait. You see, we can talk about the warrant that Rich is saying, but what in this statement, contrary to what we all heard, that there was a search and seizure warrant?
Okay, maybe you are not getting it. Stanton,
help me.
If anyone will know that that search warrant was fake, who do you think will it be, if not the government of Liberia?
Okay, so my question to you, Isaac. The warrant was issued on the 22nd of August, 2024, right?
Right.
Early this morning, which is the 22nd, the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, LDEA, in an attempt to execute a search and seizure warrant at an identified property in the Sumotan community. Is the ministry wrong? Was the ministry wrong to say this?
So, Stanton, this is what I'm not sure. Just take a breather for a while. Read over this. The ministry is giving out the official government position on the basis of the reality. What the ministry, the government is telling us, that a legitimate search and seizure warrant.
Now, what was told to the ministry, Isaac?
This is where the question.
Well, Isaac, you didn't find out that this. Dr. Richards, are you following me here? We didn't know that the warrant had a forged signature and it was illegally done at the time.
No, Stanton, it's not right.
Let me finish that.
No, but it's not right, Stanton. Just
let me finish that. I said, let me finish that.
I beg you will come in. Stanton. The day the warrant was issued, a senator, I called you on the phone and told you, I came from the phone with a very big person from the court who said that warrant was fake. Stanton.
So you told me. I'm the one that.
Yeah, you knew that.
No, but that's what you said. So, folks, let's understand something, Isaac. I knew that the warrant was a fake warrant. It was illegally done. I knew it. But how can you blame Jeremy Pierre and the information ministry, the Daniel Sando, and the rest of them when they written exactly what the LDA told them or what whosoever in that space would tell them that we had a search and seizure warrant? Dr. Richardson, are you understanding me? But later they didn't know that there was an issue. Isaac, we are talking on the same day, the 22nd. I am not working for the Ministry of Information. I was told it was fake. But how can they believe me? I'm just here doing spoon talk. So, I mean, I say you can blame them.
No, Stanton. Stanton, before a warrant is requested by the government, it goes through processes. People sign the document that they take to the court for the court to issue them.
We agree.
Right.
We agree.
And then before the government's official arm puts out a statement, they are putting out a statement on a verified basis.
So if the officers in charge, right, told you that Richardson, we have a warrant. We obtained a search and seizure warrant, and yes, indeed, it's unique, it's legal. Dr. Richardson, do you think it's Jeremy Pierre right to say, Mr. Officer in charge, you're lying? I need more information before I put out a statement?
So, I mean, I said to is saying to the Liberian people that there's somebody big in the government who knew that this warrant was fake. Why was this somebody big calling you, I said, to instead of the proper authority to debunk?
Thank you. And I know there's somebody big, sorry to interrupt you, but that's not my business to call Jerry Limit Pierre and say, my man, this thing is fake. While we all, because I was on that phone call, while we all was talking, Jerry Limit Pierre or the Minister of Information verified from the officer in charge who confirmed that they had a session seizure warrant. Well, I said, do got to put it on the ministry, Dr. Richardson.
Yes,
This is a good question you asked.
No, wait, let it more finish.
So, and the second part to my thought is that even though that in your view, Isaac, the warrant was fake, but keep in mind that you are a sedition. It was your facility that was being, disturbed. Okay. So if you were crying wolf and saying this warrant is fake, people would be like, well, maybe Isaac is not telling us the truth because it is his facility that is his party's facility that is being ransacked. So they will less likely believe you. That's what I'm trying to say. So
let me help you on this, right? And I said, if you want us to say, let's say it on the show now. That boy, yeah.
No. You
said no again? Because I hate when you push me. You want us to say, no, wait.
Put it aside, Stanton. Put it aside.
You don't want to go that route. I will not agree. Stanton, that's the reason why when we come on the show.
Wait.
Come to talk.
I said, wait 1 minute.
Please don't call me.
I'm not calling name. No, I will not do that. No, I'm not calling no name. The reason why you see me, that all the Liberian people like me, Dr. Richardson. You push me, I will say the truth.
No.
I will put my head up. I will say the truth quickly. I say, yeah, me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Stanton,
I said don't know exactly what he's saying, but you cannot put it on Jerry Limit Pierre and the information ministry. Because listen. I said, let me end on this one.
Okay.
When Jerry Limit Pierre, Daniel Sano, and the entire ministry are trying to gather information on this issue, I say, you know, and I know who called. You know, and I know on the first second, they said there was no warrant issued by Judge Joman Jala. You know, and I know how many attempts we made to get to Judge Joman Jala. He didn't pick up. I will leave that other story alone. Don't let us talk here all yet.
So, Stanton, first off, let me say this, please. Stanton, you are not actually seeing the point by which this government is a fiasco. Stanton, one, when we come on the show to talk certain things, that's why I like, one of the things I like you on, we do our thing at the back, get.
That makes it better woman to tell you, thank you.
After that whole worry business came that night, I didn't sleep. In no time, the call came. Then another very high up got on the call, confirmed. Now, what happened? Like I've always said, Stanton, CDC judged from government. 99% of the things you were doing, government will know. Because somebody in government will call us to tell us. So when the first information came from the LDEA itself, say, you know what? That worry is fake. This is where they get it from. This is where they get it from. In no time, we then verified it. We knew. So how is it, Stanton, let me end. How is it that Isaac Doe in America?
Isaac Doe living
no.
I will explain the story and the Liberian people will go away.
Well, again, you will make us not to get information again. Because
no, I'm not calling names.
No, people now want to call us information. But what is important?
I'm not calling any name. You say I will not do this. I'm not calling name.
LDEA went to get the warrant. What you are telling me is LDEA did not know who they got the warrant from. LDEA did not know. It is the government. LDEA is government.
Now, it's a fair question. I can support you on that argument. But to blame Jerry Limit Pierre.
That's where I'm coming to now.
Okay.
Now, after LDEA knew, and I don't want to give nobody credit on the show from somebody from the government because nobody deserves as those credit anyway. But this is it. This is it. After LDEA knew they got a fake warrant, Ministry of Information now wanting to give out the information did not request a copy of the warrant, didn't see the warrant. The Ministry of Information did not validate from the appropriate ministry, the Ministry of Justice. Let me come back one minute. I get a call. We'll come back with more information.
You see, they're telling us it doesn't listen alone before you tell the true story. That's what they're calling you for. Glenny, I said don't want us to talk. But you know what? I promised myself not to call people names. Jeremy Pierre did the right thing. He asked the officer in charge, the ministry asked the officer in charge. They said, listen, though, we have a warrant. And if you look at what they put over here, folks, you will understand that he didn't say anything bad. Monrovia, Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. Early this morning, the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, LDEA, in an attempt to execute a search and seizure warrant at an identified property in the small town community around the Bernard Beach facility. There's nothing wrong with that. Are you seeing anything wrong with that, clearly? Why are they blaming the Ministry of Information?
Somebody got to be blamed. He got to blame someone. I mean, if the ministry followed the different procedures and who they went to, how are they responsible?
And that's the information they obtained, right?
That's what they got. Who else were they supposed to go to the Chief Justice? Who were the Ministry of Information supposed to go to get that information?
And that's the problem. Welcome to the show, Asifa Tuba. How you doing? Okay, as always, when I Asifa, as always.
You muted me. I was not muted, but thank you for welcoming me. Hello to everybody. It's a beautiful Saturday out here, chilling. So,
now who's driving that, Isaac?
It's my wife.
Okay, so let's get back to the conversation. Just somebody driving.
I
see your wife picture. I didn't know it was her. I thought it was the other lady you introduced to me in Philadelphia. No, don't bring a woman on. I thought it was the other lady you introduced her to me in Philadelphia. I thought. Go ahead. I know she laughing at him.
That appear that I will use sledgehammer.
But I said, let's get back to this thing, right? Listen. So I said, though, it's putting the blame on the information ministry, right? They received information that we had a search and seizures warrant. And I said, well, the ministry, too, you can blame them. What say you, Asifa?
But blame them for what? And what is the blame going to do? I mean, sometimes do you just throw blame just to find somebody to lay something on? I mean, what is the blame? I think he was explaining and they call him with a telephone call so they can explain to him what the blame is.
There's a list alone.
So let him explain the blame and then we can address it. But right now, I don't see where the blame is.
Well, I can't. No, nobody comment on the topic. It's somebody else for something else. But again, or other, you are asking about the issue of the blame. Ladies, don't remember that the government is not the executive. The government is all three branches. That's why they coordinate. Right. Now that the Minister of Information is coming to put out a statement that concerns something from the judiciary, the Minister of Information did nothing. And you as a person, don't think very first thing to do is to verify from the from the branch of government that concerns that thing for which he's coming to speak on, to verify it, to ensure it as well. And that also includes the Minister of Justice. Now, LDEA, Ministry of Information, are not the legal arms of the government. The Ministry of Justice there. And we have another branch of government, the judiciary, where that whatever fake thing supposedly came from. Now, the government minister is putting out a statement on behalf of the executive, on behalf of the judiciary, on behalf of the legislature, on behalf of the government of Liberia. And what you are saying, it was not in his right. It was not the right thing to do, to ensure the information you are putting out as a government is verified from every branch of government concerned. But you just put it out because someone called you and said we did this. Okay, I got a friend in government. I will call him and tell him to call the Minister of Information tomorrow and tell him that JPN gave Labue 10 billion so he can put out, so he can go and pull out.
I think that argument is lame. That argument is lame. I mean, I think the
reason why.
Isaac,
slow down, man. Slow down.
Let's welcome Dr. Bople. Dr. Bople, welcome to the show, sir. It's good having you.
Thank you, Stanton. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Dr. Bople. Isaac, while we end on this thing, I'd like to go back to Isaac 5. Isaac 5. Make I get only one thing. Call the officer in charge of LDA. Verify that he had a search and seizure warrant and what happened. They explained to him and they put out a statement. Why would you blame them?
Again, Isaac though is looking for something to blame and to place something on as a reflection on government. To me, that's what it is, because I don't see the real blame here. This is the Ministry of Information. They represent government. If the other agencies or branches that you feel were included in our statement are really not involved or have no role, they can issue. Everybody got a press and public affairs department in the government. They can issue something different and say otherwise. But as far as the information he knew, that's what he acted upon. So are you telling me the Justice Minister can know that a search warrant from West Point is not a correct search warrant just up front? Or the LGA people would know? No. Sometimes people go rogue, sometimes people do different things. But the government still has to be the government, Isaac. So
I'm
if
lost. I'm lost.
You lost?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You say
okay, so if you say Mika is so wrong, you won't blame them.
know.
What should be the penalty for Mika?
What was the penalty of the little small guys who did they dismiss? What did they do to them? And they dismissed them?
They forged documents. They make us know that those documents were forged?
Isaac, you can such a question at all, brother? Again, Mika represents Big War official mouthpiece of the government. Once Mika posts out something, it is something that is verified, and they are speaking on that authority from the government, Isaac.
No, they get it from a government source. It does not mean it's verified.
That's the thing.
They can get it from a government source that they believe is reliable, but sometimes people can lie.
Oh, so the government can lie and Mika puts out a
Yeah,
statement.
but I don't think the right procedure. No one gets any information from the government and go and verifies it from every branch of government. Nobody does that.
It's not possible.
If something happens with the police, with the LMP, they're gonna go to the police person. They're not gonna go to the police. They're not gonna go to the judiciary. So it's like whoever the Ministry of Information went, that was the person that was close with the authority to tell them, say, yes, we did this. But what you are saying is they're supposed to verify. You say there's 3 branches. They're supposed to verify with all branches before they do that. That's not the process.
Well, you can say
No
it's
one
not
does
really
that.
probably the understanding of the government, but I don't know what the legislature got to do with the judiciary.
But no one does that. No government has done that, Isaac. Even we
No,
are
your
government
government
didn't
is
do
supposed
that.
to. No, I beg you.
If we go back to the we are government, we found many examples of violence in our communication.
When Georgia comes back to be president in 2030, we're not going to be putting out fake statements. We're not going to be putting out juvenile statements. And we're not going to come back and say, you know what? Yeah, that's what the people tell us, so we put it out. Because we understand that if the government speaks, the government is speaking on an authority. The government isn't speaking based on, now what they say. No, they say
So I said, thank you. I want to bring that to Bople and let him close on this. We got about a few more minutes to be here because we all have to go on a beautiful Saturday. I think I said you had a good argument, but you missed it to just focus on Mika. I think that's where you are lost. Okay? I think the argument here is the judiciary system, Dr. Bople, the assistant clerk, the officer, they are now telling us that they took the border for the judges or the Judge Jomanjala. We posted all the information here. If you look in the chat room, Dr. Bople, you will see they dismissed them. because this warrant that was issued, they issued illegally. This is concerning, Dr. Copeland. How many clerks in the country issue warrant illegally? This has brought a disgrace to the judiciary, and this is wrong. I think we should talk about this holistically instead of just cherry picking and putting the blame on Mika. Then we miss the point. That's why they say, I knew that to Brooklyn, that this whole thing was illegal because we spoke to people in government. I'm not going to call the name. We were on the phone. They pointed to us. They say, yes, indeed. But let me hear you because we have to move on that to Brooklyn. The country is in a serious issue. Even in the court, people are doing illegal stuff now.
Just stand there. Let me make sure I have proper. I read this stuff. I read this stuff in the chat, but I have been traveling, so I want to get proper context. The issue at hand is that this particular rate was issued illegally. Is that the issue at hand?
Yes, sir. That's why they dismissed those two officers, the assistant clerk and the officer at the time, from the court.
Yeah, then that will be concerning because, as we all know, the judicial branch of government is the one that interprets the law and executes in that way. So it would be very concerning. I think the bigger issue would be as a country, you know, we have to have trust in certain systems in our government. And so if the courts, you know, where you go to seek justice and fair play is prone to these kinds of things, that it is concerning. But I do think, look, we'll always have issues from time to time, problems. But when these things arise, then they must be responded to and addressed. And I think that's one of the power of this platform. Raise the issue, and we do so with expectation that issues will be addressed so that we get better because we're able to identify them. So at this point, all I'm going to say.
Thank you very much, Dr. Poplat. We got only one more stuff to go. I really want us to just squeeze this in real quick. I think we'll do most of the story then on Monday. This other case is about Liberia National Police. The Liberia National Police, under the IG Gregory Coleman, came on the show and said they were retiring some police officer. You guys remember, right? Those police officers said they were being forced to retire. They went to court. The court ruled in their favor, and they told Gregory Coleman, you cannot retire them forcefully. Then what happened next? They were reassigned. I was able to gather more information, and the story is getting interesting. I want you to take a picture on this. This is from the court. I want you to read it, and I want you to join us on Monday for us to go more into these stories in the chat room, guys. Gregory Coleman, the police IG, according to the Liberia National Police Act, that he could retire some of the officers at the age of 25, or those that served 25 years or maybe 65 years old. He came on his phone talk. He discussed it. We are inviting Gregory Coleman to please clarify the court ruling. But on the second hand, those officers were given right by the court that you cannot retire them on these conditions. But also, the court empowered Gregory Coleman to do some other stuff too. We want to say, join us on Monday for you to enjoy this part of those stories. It's very interesting in Liberia. Every day is something new. If you have taken picture, if not, please do. It will be on the phone page, Dama. Everything is in the chat room. Can you share on our page for the folks to read them, keep it, and you'll come back on Monday for the bigger Spoon Talk. Don't forget tomorrow, we're having Josiah Jokai on Spoon Talk tomorrow. The CSA Director General is a lot to be discussed tomorrow. He will be one-on-one with the CEO and Abdullah Kiatamba tomorrow. I also want to squeeze in something which is so important. There's something circulating on Facebook about Abraham Kromah. Indeed, he went to court, I think it was yesterday or Thursday, A.B. Kromah. He went to court because he was subpoenaed to go to court to testify on he did some kind of arrest. And everybody, I think we all understand that. What's the guy in Japan? I think that was the individual name, Japan. And the news is saying that AB, I want to put it up because I want us to discuss it. Let me upload it and just give anything you want to talk about the Labrador National Police retiring something while I upload this document. But I have the video of the actual arrest of Japan. I think that's the individual and he's in jail. And the reason why AB went to court and what was done in court, we got the document. But the news saying that the court is now holding AB for $375,000. Is that the amount, Asido? Is that the amount, $375,000?
Yeah, hold on, let me verify. The amount is
$375,000 USD,
million
Liberian dollars. The judicial reporter reported that Mr. Kromah, the suspended Director General of the Labrador Drugs Enforcement Agency, is under investigation for allegedly taking $375,000 USD and $2 million Liberian dollars from the resident of suspected George Obi, also known as Original Japan. Now, what we have gathered, we have a video of what took place at Original Japan Place. We want to explain the story, but we also want to say, join us on Monday. We got a video, we got a court document, we'll show you everything. This is getting interesting, and that's why we'll come every day to talk to you. Dr. Richardson, we got to close this show. We got 4 more minutes. We got to go early today, folks. We got to take only 10 calls after the round. So give it your best shot when you come to speak. We'll be taking 10 calls. Dr. Richardson, you go first. Let's talk about the last two. Labrador National Police retiring folks. The judge said, no, you cannot retire them. Keep them. We'll pray to talk to Gregory Coleman on Monday. And this AB Kromah allegation on him.
Well, I'll wait until we get more information on AB Kromah's allegation because I'm not, hearing the story as I should.
I have the video, and I will share the video in the chat room when they went there to arrest the Original Japan. That will speak a lot, and that will explain a lot. I have the court paper. The reason why AB was called in subpoena by the court, it didn't say anything about 375, but I want to share the document from the court that people can see as well. Then we can make our informed judgment. Absolutely. You are right, Dr. Richardson.
But I think that we should speak about it because this is the only way that systems in our country will get straight. We can't keep hiding these things that are happening within the systems. As far as your second concern was about what you said, we shouldn't speak out. I had the LDA in my mind.
No, I want you to close, but I also ask you please include these 2 last topics because we're not going to talk about them.
Okay.
Again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as far as Gregory Coleman retiring police officers, my thought about that is I know Gregory Coleman tend to be methodical, so I think he went by the books, but we have to in a court paper that I read, it didn't say why the court said that he was not in the right he didn't have the right power to retire them. I didn't see that. So I'm looking to find out why they felt that these guys were at retirement age, why they were retired. I want to hear Gregory's side. I also want to hear more from the court system. It was a good show.
I just got the information. Let me read it.
Mm-hmm.
The justice in chamber put a state order on the process and order that they be returned to status quo ante, which has done not retire them, right? Pending the ruling. However, the final ruling was given, and these are the documents will be presented to the folks on Monday, declaring that the Inspector General, who is Gregory Coleman, has the authority to make changes in the organization. You cannot retire them, but you can shift them around, right? And it's very big for us to go in. It's sorry that we don't have the time. I just got the full information here. We will be sharing the document with you guys, and this is what makes Phone Talk interesting. Join us on Monday. We're going to go into this conversation.
Exactly.
Thank you, Dr. Richardson. Again, have our sympathy on your neighbor's passing. Thank you very much. My neighbor never said if my neighbor passed already, I won't know at all. Seriously, won't know. Glenny, drink some
you're
water.
selfish, man. You don't engage with your neighbors.
Glenny, drink some water. Glenny, drink some water. As if if you call me selfish, I will tell you your wife that driving everything you told me about that other woman in Philadelphia.
And Andrew said,
we got Glenny. Glenny, go ahead.
Anyway, well, we'll wait. Like we said, the story is unfolding about Avi Kuma and Gregory Kuma. Again, we hope that we can only say that the judicial system is working, and it should encourage others when they feel that they're being treated unfairly or unjustly, go to the courts. And so if the court is coming now and telling Gregory Kuma, stay that, don't retire the people, they still can work, then what can I say? I appreciate the court for doing that if it's within the confines. As far as the Avi Kuma story, that's a huge story. So we'll wait to hear more and wait to see more on what's unfolding. But if indeed they went to this guy's home and if money or stuff was removed, then they have to turn it in. I mean, if the story is the way it's unfolded or the way we've heard it, if that's how it occurred, then certainly they have to return it. But we'll hear more about the story. It's just starting, so there'll be so many versions.
Oh, definitely. You know how it is. We get right now we're speaking, we getting the video, everything coming in. Let me bring in Asido. Asido, thank you very much for spending time with us, man. A quiet good afternoon. Talk to us, Minister Doe.
So, I mean, when this government is a very bad government. When before the Inspector General came on here, I spoke with a police officer who was in Minnesota that time. That was after the IG went to Ghana when he refused to heed to the call of the court. I asked him on the show about this episode. He brushed it off and said he was transparent. He is making sure Liberia is the safest country on earth, and all that kind of a thing. Here we are. Like I've always said, every lie under the ground will come up. I spoke with the police officer who was in Minnesota. He gave me the whole rundown. I think I called you started and said, this guy, something's going on at the LMP. The IG is just retiring, just everybody, simply because he wants to bring his people in. This is not how you lead an organization. You can't keep bringing chaos within. People outside wouldn't know, but there will be a lot going in. And again, thank God today, we know that the government is a fake government for the fact that the government can issue fake arrest warrant, and then they can go to execute a fake arrest warrant, and then the government itself can come out and put out a press conference on the fake arrest warrant. It tells you what kind of a government we have, unfortunately. But there's a good news for Liberia, and I will say this to seditionists and all Liberians. The rebranding of the mighty CDC is on course. The Minnesota chapter of the CDC will be having its inauguration. One thing has passed. The second thing, the Youth League of the CDC in Liberia will be in Buchanan. Let me be sure I'm right here. From the 29th of October to the 3rd of November, we will be taking steps to rebrand our party. This will be for a national retreat wherein young people can gather and reflect on things that happen, come up with policies and some other agreements showing the way forward. Young people of Liberia, seditionists, get ready. You always want to learn from your past. We have learned from our past. We are now in the process to rebranding, to giving a new direction for a new hope for our country. Come October 29, every young person of Liberia will gather in Buchanan. I am looking forward to being there myself, though I'm not 100%, but I'm still.
That's the question why I want to ask you. I hope you're not rebranding in America, because all the rebranding speech, you got to be there.
Everyone is rebranding. And
no, you the mean one. You that making an announcement. Don't be on the show here on the 29th.
What you should be happy of is to see young people
I want to see
putting
you.
themselves
Are you? I
together
want to see.
to get in a place where they can go over lessons learned, how they can make things better, what path they can take. And that's how what I want to salute the leadership of the CDC Youth League, Emmanuel Moba Johnson, who is the chairman, Alvin Weiser, who is the acting chairman, for this far-sightedness, ensuring that you bring young people together in Buchanan to look over things that have happened, things that will happen, and the right path will take. If this is not in the right direction, I don't know what is. But it only tells you that the CDC.
I said thank you.
It only tells you that the CDC.
I say you are privileged to be on Spoon. You cannot give this announcement with all
this
that.
This is one announcement. I'm closing. It only tells you.
Yeah, but I say you are privileged to be on Spoon. You cannot be giving these free announcements.
All right, let me close now. Okay, I hear you. No problem. At least it's out there. The people know Buchanan 29 October.
And why you gotta go to Buchanan? Why you not going to sign up? Why not going to
which one? So okay, why we go to Buchanan?
Why I can't go to President? We have
no argument can be laughable. Why we go to Nina?
Why you can't go to President? We have home. Why I can't start from there?
Look at other argument, my people.
That question.
What to do with you?
That question. Your brother here.
Right, only because United Party got no direction.
I just want to know why it's in Grandpa. Why not the country
that takes over the country again? 2030, you bet to show Liberia will be again on the path to greatness. You will do it again. Hats off to the Youth League. We say, I salute you. You are good. We will see in Buchanan on 29. And let's make sure that CDC comes back very strong.
And I said, though, we want to say thank you for joining the show tonight. You told somebody, you said, babe, please put the light on. Did you just say, babe, please put the light on? We're not hearing you. We're not hearing you.
Janice.
Oh, Janice, okay.
I said, no, baby. You should be paying attention to the show. You inside my ear here.
No, I thought I heard, babe, please put the light on. I seriously heard, babe, please put the light on. I tried to see what the bid you not get because we know you're single. That's the problem. That's the problem, please. All right, so go ahead, Dad.
CEO, I think you need to send our friend Isaac the bill for his free commercial, very extended commercial.
Yeah, seriously.
Spoon can use the money.
Yep.
But look, we all have a right to criticize the government, disagree. But the government is not a fake government. The government is extremely legitimate, duly elected, and every government has its share of challenges. At least now we are open, we are discussing it, and we are trying to solve problems. It's by no stretch of the imagination a fake government. So in closing though, I want to say, I know Dr. Richardson had commented about the stay order and not have enough information. Generally, a stay order is not going to give any details. It's going to say you're prohibited from doing X, Y, and Z, and they give the parties chance to come and discuss, and then they make a decision. So obviously, in this case, the Supreme Court said you can't retire the people, but you can reassign them. I'll wait for more information with LDA on Monday. I know we'll have an opportunity and we'll have information, and then we'll weigh in there. Again, I just want to say to all of the Spoon listeners, viewers, that the goal here is always to look for solutions. So we have discussion of all of the problems, the challenges, but then we find a way forward. And I'm glad to be a part of that. Let's find solutions. Our country will get better if we all weigh in constructively, hold people accountable, and try to find solution. Thank you, CEO.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bopla. Let me bring in Asa to Jaden. Asa, talk to us, my brother. Let's close the show.
Yes. So on Gregory, I don't think Gregory is a presumptuous leader. So I will assume that he did his homework on age and duration of service in terms of tenure. If he did wrong, I'll be surprised, but then he needs to be, reprimanded, or he needs to account for his actions. I just hope the court, some of them not anticipating their own retirement, and trying to reconstruct the whole process around retirement. But the thing should be clear. It should be based on age and it should be based on years of service. And if that was not followed, then that's an issue. And then, they need to be reversed. Or if it's followed, they need to retire. In terms of them coming back, maybe they may not be as efficient as they were in the earlier ages. So maybe Gregory can find a different assignment for them that probably put them behind a desk and maybe not in the field or not in operational areas. But hopefully it all works out because we want people who can work, who have experience to work. We don't want them wrongly terminated because they are not a Unity Party partisan or partisan. On the issue of Abraham Nkrumah and possibly, taking
Let me
money that
read a
was.
statement that just came in, Isaac, and you can continue, please. Let me read this. The raid, original Japan, at the indicted drugs dealer resident was done in the plain views of several journalists and the sheriff. All items retrieved from the resident, including the drugs that was turned over to the court by the sheriff. There was no time during the hearing was any issue regarding money brought up during A.B. Nkrumah testimony. Cheapest propaganda ever. The video is clear as daylight. This is a cheap attempt to mislead our people in the interest of an indicted drugs peddler and his friends. So the video that was sent to me, I just put it in the chat room. As you can please continue. It's like 5 minutes video.
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to upload it.
Yeah,
So that's one of the statement that came up, Isaac.
that's the point I'm saying, right? Typically, in this situation where they arrested a drug dealer, it will not be one person that will take control of the contraband or the money in the house. There will be multiple persons counting it. So that chain of custody, though it has been questioned over time, where we know that drugs and money seized from these people have filtered into people's pockets or drugs come back on the street. But I will hope that AB is not a part of that, because if that drug is accounted for and that money is accounted for, and at the end of the day it's not in safekeeping and it can be accounted for at this point, and the guy is making a case, then that's a major issue. But if, like the statement said, the stuff was in plain view, people saw it, no money was counted in terms of that 350,000, we got to have more money there. For somebody to just take it from another person, if it was illegal money that would be used in the case, yes, then it should be held. But for it to be, perceived that AB took it, that would be a very bad reflection on the LDA. I hope that didn't happen. But let's wait for more information to come out for us to know. In closing, I want to say, again, Dr. Brubler hit it right. We are trying to look for solutions here. No government is perfect. There are a significant number of issues in this government. They can take a lot of input from different people to help them move this country forward. This country is for all of us. So having this platform and having the level of tolerance that we are having from a democratic perspective in terms of, they ain't trying to close Spoon down or to target specific members of Spoon, even though they are really talking against the wrongs and want things to get better, and they are complimenting those who are doing well. So it's something that we need to keep on. On another note, the people of Riverside are struggling, my people. The Timo Bridge, that over the Sesta River, it got covered with water. There's another area where they flooding the people's homes, more than 20 homes down in Glanya. And then the people in ITI, they can't come, they can't travel. The people coming from Sano are stuck. The people coming from the Morovia side are stuck. And unfortunately, they're limited foods. We need a DEA. The last time they said they spent 500,000 in the, what they call it, budget, and then the off budget. Now let them try to spend the same 500,000 now on this real incident where the people are really struggling. So they need to really try to help the people of Riverside to see how they can get out of this disaster situation. I reached out, sending you a note. I don't know if you saw it, about the possibility of us doing some kind of fundraiser, whether through the Labrador Disaster an emergency, relief fund, or directly through Spoon. But let's try see if we can try to do something to help, our brothers and sisters in Riverside. The other issue I want to raise is the issue of sports in general in Liberia. and specifically for basketball. The president of Liberian Basketball Association, Mr. Samokai, Ibrahim Samokai, AB Samokai, as most people know him, and the head of strategic partnerships, Boniface Satu, they are both here in the U.S. They are reaching out to all Liberians here or friends of Liberia who may have anything basketball related for our people on the ground because they want to push the sport. But part of what we're trying to do for the Liberia Diaspora annual return in December is to have a summit or dialogue on sports and how it can be so effective in the development of our youth and being able to put our country on the map with all the physical talent our people have. So we just hope more Liberians can want to help in the development of these young people, the way we used to have PE in schools, the way we used to be able to play outside and do so many different activities and develop, leadership, abilities, participating in a team, and all those other qualities that people learn when they play sports is very critical for young people development. So hopefully we as a people can look at sports as an opportunity to help develop our youths, especially those who are disenfranchised and those who don't have the opportunity to develop in the typical way. Because a lot of time coaches can serve as role models and even parent figures for a lot of young people. So again, I want to say thank you for this platform. I think we are sharing a lot of information with our people, and hopefully they are absorbing some of it and applying it for us to have a better Liberia. Thank you.
Dr. Bopler, are you going to send the invoice to Asivat as well? He just gave all these announcements, and he need to pay. Dr. Bopler.
Just send a bill. But you gotta give my $25 first. You gotta give my $25 before I
You
pay
need
the
to
bill.
pay, Dr. Bopler.
No, but I think the disaster relief that's important. That's urgent. I wonder though, what are the lawmakers doing from River Six? But just amongst that caucus, they have resources. I wonder how much have they come into helping the people in River Six. This is a serious stuff. It's sometimes good to lead by example.
You are quite correct. I'm hearing that some other lawmakers, they are very interested in addressing the situation concerning River Six. Lawmaker Edward Mervyn Snow and some other lawmakers, they are calling attention on this River Six issue, and they feel that it is necessary and even more necessary that the government step up, that they step up as lawmakers to address this issue. So again, I can say here, you are quite correct, Dr. Bopler. I'm hearing. I place a call to Tikwa. That's his name, the representative. Yes, and Bill Twawe also called me. They are very concerned. I think they're going to have a united front in this area. What I close, I want to share.
Can I say something about this? Can I say something, please?
Go ahead.
All right. So, it's not the role of the lawmakers. You see, we should have the role is to make a law that protects the country holistically from a disaster management perspective and to be able to fund that agency. For them to come out of the pockets now, I really, really don't think so. Even the situation with the school in River says they should be advocating for better school systems. That's why I can't wait for decentralization in a way that we can try to shift the budget. That specific amounts, not only the county development fund,
I said, we say this all the time, but right now it's about now what they're going to do.
Okay, now we can all contribute.
So right now, I said, hold on.
We can all contribute.
I said, nobody leaving anything on lawmakers. Lawmakers got to step up and do it, okay? And that's what we are saying. When the lawmakers saying we will help, we will come in, it shows strength. We'll talk about them, their oversight. We'll talk about what they need to do. But right now, trust me, the people need help. So if they come along, not only here on Spoon or we talk, we should be able to do this. Granny, hold on, let me read the people announcement. Your brother took all the time to talk, you didn't wave to me. If your babe over there waiting for you, tell him to wait. All right. This is Boniface Satu. Giving back to basketball development, the president of Liberia Basketball Association, Ibrahim Samokai, and the chairman of the National and Global Partnership, Boniface D. Satu, are in the U.S. meeting with stakeholders in an effort to solicit support for the game. We are requesting for donation for basketball accessories from lovers of the game. We will appreciate if you could donate sneakers, balls, practice, jerseys, sneakers, referees, outfit, time clocks, laptop for statisticians, televisions, for live broadcasters, etc. These items will be given to players used for game preparation, LeBron national team female and male in preparation for upcoming international tournaments, and to improve the quality of the game. All right, I want to read the next one real quick. It's right here. Just bear with me, please. The next one is right here. I have to delete our old pictures because they asked me to do this, but Ava ran ahead and he did, so that's good.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I know you did it, my brother. All right, let me put the second paragraph, the third paragraph up real quick. Please bear with me. Okay, so this is the third paragraph. Let me put it up. Oh, wow, that's the same thing though. I thought I did everything. Okay, guys, I think that's the same thing. Okay, there you go. I have it here. Please bear with me. Let me upload this real quick. All right, there you go. It's right here. All right, so this is from Boniface Satu. Again, like I said, please. All right, so there we go. It's right here. It's not how much we gave, but how much we love. How much love we put into giving. Help one another. There's no time like the present, and no present like the time. Volunteers are the only human beings on the face of the earth who reflect this nation's compassion, unselfish caring, patient, and just plain loving one another. You can call the foreign numbers to get information on how you can donate. Now, this is how you can donate. Please screenshot it, please. All right, bonifacesatu@yahoo.com. That's the email. The phone number is 0888-211-860. The US number is 302-277-1206. We will receive items and ship back home. We will give you address to send your donation. Again, what I just read to you, please. This is the phone number. This is the email address. Reach out to Samuka. Reach out to Boniface Satu. Call them, email them. Wherever you have anything in your garage, wherever you have anything, they are willing to go there and pick it up. If they can't pick it up, they will send DHL for it to be sent to them. The phone number, the Liberian phone number, 0888-211-866. The US number is 302-277-1206. The email address is bonifacesatu@yahoo.com. BONIFACESATU@yahoo.com. So I want to say thank you very much. We hope we're going to run with this all week because you guys in America are trying to hustle for the team. I mean, that's the best we can do. May God bless you, folks. May God keep you and have a wonderful, wonderful good evening.
Say hi, Stanton. Say hi, CEO. Come on, talk.
Bernard Doleman Shepherd Ide.
Hey, the gravy.
Right, that version is saying. Dama, you with us? I said, do one can talk Tabata. Nelson, Colette.
Yes, sir.
Why you make acid dolo small in the camera? So that's not you, right? That acid inside.
The country in trouble. The country in serious trouble.
But man, you're on your own. Our country will get better. Our country will get better. But acid dodo, right? I couldn't get to this. 43 minutes I was on a call. And I don't know why they called me. 2 names came up. And if it is true, I want to leave this for you till Monday. The Ami Model and the Sylvester Grisby name. Seriously speaking, Nelson. You know, when I hear something I'm working, I issue to say it. And when they call their names and I ask why, man, December 9 will be interesting. That's all I can say. The week of December 9, it will be interesting. And I just hope the country is ready. But we're getting there.
And
By
the
fire
people
or by
want to
force,
know what
our
happens
country will be
as
better.
anti-corruption week. When the US, I say if the people want to know what happens the week of December 9 is anti-corruption week. When
Yeah.
the US government puts sanction on people.
Yeah.
If you want to know, just know that.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. Let's pray for our country, man. Let's pray for our country,
If you
folks.
go on my page, some 1 month and a half or 2 months ago, when we got the first intel and we verified it, we put it there. You know, when we see the thing, rescue train can just be cussing. They don't even know from which angle we're speaking from. Hey, Allah. I see that trouble.
My man, to tell you the truth, it's not about rescue chair and not rescue chair based. No, it's about Labiro.
No, I'm talking about the insulting part, man. I can just be laughing, see the reality of set in the window.
It's about Labiro and it's about this whole. I mean, they did a little job we are now. As it do. The chief of staff to the president, he was placed on sanction. So it won't be something new when Sylvester Graceway is placed on sanction.
You know,
they did it to George Weah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But you know, sometimes
the finance minister was placed on sanction. Was serving as finance minister. He was placed on sanction. He was serving as finance minister and they put it right? Am I making a mistake? They put him on sanction in December. Was serving as finance minister. The city mayor, in his capacity as city mayor, he was placed on sanction. I said, what do you want to say? The National Port Authority director, right? At that time he was staying there. No, Nimbo was there. No, he was there. When he was put on sanction, was he stay there? No, I think you know, we can go down the list, Isaac.
He was there. It was after.
So at the end of the day, I think it helped Liberia and make us to focus, because if the president can do it, the international community would do it for Liberians.
So, start off.
Yes, sir.
There is a big catch and a big difference here. During the time of the CDC government, Liberian people lobbied for certain people to be placed on sanction. During the Bouakai government, no one is lobbying. The people themselves will be taking decisions based on what their own eyes have seen. During our term, it's not on the basis of what they saw. It was on the basis of how people lobbied with them. So if you have your political opponent lobbying against you, you bet you're going to be having everything that is 99% not truth against you. Did we actually do good to counter these lobbies from people who had to spend?
Are you saying the sanction against the CDC government officials and lawmakers, those sanctions wasn't supposed to happen? Are you saying that those sanctions are not genuine?
Those, stand up. You know, we respect our partners, the United States. You know, we've had this very long, good, cordial relationship, and we have it that they are always in the interest of the best. But humans do make mistakes. And like I said here,
are you saying the American sanctions on your government official at the time?
It was on the basis of
American was misinformed.
People love it.
So regardless of lobby, are you saying the American didn't do their own investigation though?
You know, I wouldn't want to.
No, Nelson, come back. Nelson, come back. Don't leave me with this sedition, Nelson. Please come back.
Just
you can't leave me alone with this sedition, Nelson. Come back.
let's actually go on a case by case basis. Stanton.
Let's do. We got a few time. Let's go on case by case basis.
One of the things stated was the fact that Jefferson Koji went disrespecting and who gun. Is that true? You and I know it's not true. The other one, Jefferson Koji brought guns in the country. It's not true. Say Jefferson Koji went did something to Justina Taylor. Justina Taylor herself came here and said it was lie. So again, Stanton.
So are you saying the American didn't do their homework?
You know,
are you saying the American didn't do their homework? The American wasn't informed properly. They carry on no investigation. Is that what you're saying?
Like I said, I would have loved a little bit more, you know, touching of bases here and there to have been done. It happened. Or the only thing we
are you saying the American got no evidence on Jefferson Koji on all the allegations against him?
But Stanton, this is the thing. From my recollection, what I remember, everyone who was placed on sanction had been asking over time to be taken to court.
No, I'm asking you. I
wouldn't know because I don't work with the U.S. government.
Exactly.
What I'm only saying, we know for a fact that people were actually lobbying. Sometimes if you lobbied with the U.S. government,
allegation. Let's take a case by case. Allegation against Samuel Twe.
I just summarized the whole thing, and I just told you that people lobbied for sanctions.
Allegation against Samuel Twe. Do you believe what the Americans say on their report? The reason why they put Samuel Twe on sanction?
Well, even the U.S. said cause to believe. So again, or it is a political tool, there should be a pathway by which these folks can feel.
But the allegations are out there. The reason why they put, can you find it real quick, Nelson?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying now.
The reason why Samuel Twe placed on allegation, just a sanction, go on Google and say sanctions, Liberia, Samuel Twe.
One place alone that actually makes a person guilty, and that places the code. All I'm saying, if these things did happen, I don't work for the U.S. government. They know exactly what they got. I don't know. In my mind, it wouldn't be the biggest of things to present the evidence to the Liberian government for the Liberian government to prosecute the case. Because if you said, you know, someone enriched themselves, and it means that person took from the national covers what should benefit the people. I don't think it is the worst thing to present the evidence, present all you have to the Liberian government to ensure the Liberian government can prosecute them. I don't think that's the worst thing to ask for. I don't think so.
But you're skipping the question, right?
I'm answering your question. Unless you want me to answer it the way you want, but I don't know how you want it.
No.
Tell me how you want me to answer it.
No, I'm not going to say you should answer it the way I want.
In your own words.
No. Well, December 8th, Treasury designated Mayor Jefferson Koji, having been the leader of an entity that has engaged in serious human rights abuse and corruption. In addition to serious human rights abuse, Koji engaged in corrupt acts, including bribery and misappropriation of state assets, pressuring anti-corruption investigators to halt all corruption investigation. Are you saying these people didn't do the background check, and you're saying that they were misinformed as to do when it comes to Koji?
Stanton, you are saying exactly what I'm saying. Again, I don't work for the U.S. government. I don't know what they have. That's what the U.S. government said. All I'm saying, it says bribe. Who was bribed? When was the bribe made? The court of competent jurisdiction can answer all of that question for us. You say human rights violation, okay. Against whom? When? Where? Are those not legitimate concerns? Question to ask. Now, if those evidence are presented in the court, then we can know human rights violation against who, through what act.
But here's the issue, though. Here's the issue. Don't you think then, for example, Koji should now go ahead and push for them to open an open investigation into this, that he can exonerate himself?
But Stanton, Koji have said this over many times.
No, I have said this. What is his lawyer? What is lawyer doing?
Had said it over
No. We are saying the work of his lawyers. That's what we are saying. He got money. He
The
can hire an
government,
international lawyer.
money part, but the government is very much in the hunt to fight corruption. Don't you think the government itself can actually make a request?
So this is it. This is it. The treasurer designated mayor of Monrovia, Jefferson Tamba Koji, E.O.13818, for engaging one or having been a leader of an entity that has engaged in serious human rights abuse and corruption. In addition to serious human rights abuse, Koji engaged in corrupt acts, including bribery and misappropriation of state assets, and pressuring anti-corruption investigators to halt all corruption investigation. I say, how can you defend this one now, my brother? If this is so serious, why Koji can be running right now to tell his lawyer, Arthur Johnson, to really bring this up?
So, Stanton, you are understanding this very clearly. Who is defending anything? Stanton, you just read it says, being a leader of an entity. Are you not concerned to knowing which entity he was a leader of that actually engaged into these things? Don't you think the code then process will answer these questions for us? If Koji was placed on sanction for being a leader of an entity, entities, we got more than, I know how many billions of entities on the planet. Are you not in a position where you want to know which entity it was? Are you not in the position to answer the when, where, how? No one is defending anything. I don't work with the US government. I don't know what they have. I only read the general statements that they put out. And I'm saying specifics of those statements can be answered by the court. So now we have a government that came in with this charade that they came to fight corruption. One of the things they will do is to request from the US government all of the pieces of evidence they have against these individuals so that they can prosecute them based on those evidence. I only know what the evidence are. I only know when it is presented in court.
But don't say the American are not informed and the American
Nobody
did this
said that.
because
No one said that. You can
don't say the American did this because of pressure from
Who?
folks that were lobbying for sanction.
You can
This
see
is
that
all
from-
over. If they bring sanction today on Model sanction on Sylvester Graceby, it's because
Nobody
it's
needs to
unfair.
lobby. No one needs to lobby for Amin Modal sanction. You seen it, or Nelson Ray studio there, he's nowhere happy. They would lobby. You don't need to lobby on what I see now. Nelson,
But that was the same thing on Koji.
people
That was the
lobby.
same thing. That was the same thing on Samuel Twain. And I say you're just beating around the bush, but that's the same
You know
thing.
exactly what I'm saying, and you heard it. You can twist it anyway for your reason. That's
No.
on you. All I'm
That's
saying,
the same thing.
all I'm saying is you will agree that you, as Stanton Waterspoon, absolutely wants to know what entity was Koji head of. Is it MCC? Was it which entity you will want to know? Even Nelson will want to know. I'm gonna say use the evidence you have and prosecute the people. Present the evidence in court. The government of Liberia can do the right thing to request from the US government all of the pieces of evidence and use those as a means to prosecute those who were alleged. Why should that be a problem? How is that a bad thing to prosecute where allegation is? Yes, US government placed sanction because they have evidence. So why can the government of Liberia request those evidence to use it against the people in the court of law? I don't know what you're talking about, Stanton.
But man, at the end of the day, there you have it. Samuel Twain, Liberia Minister of Finance and Development Planning.
Oh, wait,
And
looking
Liberia
for
Senator Abache and Emmanuel Nukwe. There you go. You know, listen, I wasn't looking for it. I'm just saying to you, it's fair to say, and you know that very well, that an American will do all the background check, they will cross all the T's and dot their I's to come up with the funding because they know that this will go to court. And the funding revealed that these things happen. So Joseph Koji can get his most expensive lawyer. Samuel Twain should have his most expensive lawyer. And I think it's fair for them to have the day in court.
I'm not getting your argument. What's your argument? Because
My argument to you,
the
my
government of
argument,
Nigeria should
you ask me and
prosecute
you answer you. You ask me and
Well,
you
what's
answer.
your argument?
You said that somebody forced America to put sanction on these people.
Well,
and I say no, they didn't. But that's what you said.
Nelson said it, not me.
What Nelson said.
What I said was,
Nelson, the man won't stop you from coming to America. Give me a bomb, Nelson.
People lobbied for sanctions to be placed, and the U.S. government gathered information. However, wherever they gathered their information from, you and I and the people of Liberia will not know. What I'm saying is, it a bad thing for us to know through a process of the court, wherein all of the evidence that were gathered will be presented. And it will be a right thing for the government now that came to power on this scheme, that they came to fight corruption, to simply do the just thing. Right, the U.S. government request all of the pieces of evidence that
Koji can do it by himself, right? Koji through his lawyer Arthur Johnson can write the U.S. government and request those findings, right? You know that, right?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
It's that. It's that.
But I know
it's your right. It's your right. It's your right. You can obtain a lawyer.
So
Arthur Johnson.
The code. What could you do now? Could you carry the U.S. government to court in Liberia or in America or what?
So you ask me what Koji can do. This is what Koji and everybody that owns sanction can do. If they take Arthur Johnson as an international lawyer, they would pay Arthur Johnson. They would transport Arthur Johnson to America to go to OFAC and gather all the documentation. If it cannot be sent to him in Liberia, he can review them and he can what? He can go ahead and handle the Koji case and represent Koji and Samuel Twelve.
So
if he cannot, then he must get a lawyer here to do the same thing for them.
Okay, so Santo, are you saying you don't have any interest for the sitting government of Liberia to request?
You're breaking up. We're not hearing you. You break it up. Can you repeat what you said?
I'm saying, don't you have any concern at all? Are you not interested in the government of Liberia, your government, Liberia's government, to request from the U.S. government pieces of evidence against a citizen that they can use to persecute its own citizen through the court, by which they will face the accusations against them, so that you and I can answer the basic question. America will not come and say Jefferson Koji was head.
Man, ask a question and answer in there.
No. I'm still saying they will not say ABC. They said an entity. Are you not concerned to knowing that entity? Why can't the government take the initiative to ensure they do that? Why?
Okay, you finished?
Nelson, you got something to add there, Nelson?
Oh, but you don't want me to answer, you go to Nelson? Don't you answer?
Why answer?
No, I need your undivided attention, as it do. Should I answer you?
Why answer?
I don't think the government right now should waste her time on finding solution to Koji problem. When the war and economic crime could settle in, they can bring this world.
You right there. Always talking to people on sanction. Nelson, can you hear the
He doesn't want me to answer.
Nelson, you say you know what it means if you can make for Koji and Samuel Twelve to pay back over 1 billion. You know how that 1 billion will do.
So you ask me a question, right? And you say I shouldn't. How will you ask me a question and you say I shouldn't answer?
Because we know your motive. We already heard the motive. We know what you want.
If you want me,
so every day to say people on sanction. So
if you want me,
I will cloud. But you know what? I get a surprise for you very soon.
Okay.
Very soon you will hear it that the U.S. government has resigned it. Somebody, one person among the group sanction. Very, very soon you will be surprised, and you will be here to see it.
I will be happy to see it. I will be happy. Because you know why? They are my fellow Liberians. But for this government to waste her time now,
so
I'm trying to let me finish now.
No, you're not finished. You're not finished. The government is wasting its time to prosecute corrupt cases. Is that what you say?
So
I thought it was what the government always said.
Even the person that texting you,
or they don't want to persecute all the other
even
ones.
the person that texting you, right? Tell them to call in. Ask all your questions.
Okay.
Ask all your questions, Isaac, and I will answer it right now.
Before you
here you go. Right now, we got our things to take care of. The people that are on sanction, let it sleep on the sanction. If they want this thing to be resolved, they can have the personal lawyers to run after their own situation. When the war and economic crime code come into full swing, they will go through this sanction argument and they will solve that one. Right now, President Joseph Boakai got a hell of work to do, right, to run a country. And if anybody in this government is caught and they are put on sanction, they will be removed also. And they will have to wait too. Well, that's the fact. They will be removed, Isaac. Let's call a spade a spade. There's a reason why they put 712 on sanction. There's a reason why they put Jefferson Koji on sanction. The people take years to investigate. They will not just say because Isaac left Annie, you were in Liberia for 6 years, so he should go on sanction because you're eating some tetene. No, they will not say it. All the tetene you ate, that's your business. The people will investigate thoroughly.
What they call them?
Okay? And know which one you like before they put you on sanction. Okay? So I know Annie saying not ready, so he trying to stutter. So my thing is that at the end of the day, Isaac, we are not going to worry about people on sanction. They will worry about themselves. They get Arthur Johnson. They get all the best lawyers. They will come to America and they will plead their cases. And it will be in the interest. But if we get to them, we'll wait for the war and economic crime code. That is moving. Nobody can stop it. And there will be a war and economic crime code. And President Boakai will make sure that this thing takes place under this administration. So you got anything else to say before we leave, Isaac?
Allow me to drink my water in peace more.
Wait up. You got anything else to say?
Now, Mo Adi said it was water here. Mo Adi.
Let me see the water name.
They call it Mo Ali.
Oh, okay. You better leave Mo Ali alone. Mo Ali chill.
Chemical Ali. Chemical Ali.
Isaac, we are so happy that the Papa is on his way back.
I've been hearing. So they said the Papa stayed like 19 days out of the country, right?
I think it was over a month. I think he stayed over a month.
So what is he carrying back? Press conference?
Yeah, just make it 2 months. He spent 2 months out of the country.
No,
he beat Joe we have for the 8 days time.
No. He stayed 2 months.
Said no again.
I'm asking.
You said no again.
But did you see the video from the Papa telling some Liberians in America how he solved the road problem? No bad road again. He said people were calling him hard. They left from Meriden County. My own made Meriden County 1 p.m. and reached to Ganta 3, so that only 2 hours. Like I said, Papa, why you want to do our country again, Papa? I mean,
so let me ask you a question. I said though, and I'm hearing you and your folks saying this thing. Let me ask you a question, brother. The road problem, people drove to the southeastern part of the country within the given time when they plowed the road, and you know that. And you know that. I'm not here to defend Roden Guinness. We're here to defend the truth. When they started working on the road, something that Joshua didn't do in his 6 years, people could go into those places on a good plowed road within less than 3-4 hours. So the video that was sent to Joseph Yima Boakai, it was true. People were happy. Right now, because of the rain, the road is bad. It's also true. People are disappointed. So what's your argument? They went in to do a piece of job to cover the 100 days. Joseph Yima Boakai is not happy that the road condition is even bad today. But they attempt within the 100 days that we do a good job and the people will get to the places that Joe Weah care less. He didn't touch for 6 years. Deploy the road. So if you come up and say, oh, the president was celebrating video because the road is bad, you are taking 3 weeks old video to bring it into the current because the rain have destroyed the road. Isaac, you're a reasonable guy. If that's your argument, I'm concerned. I'm greatly concerned, Isaac. And we can make this argument every day, and the Liberian people will buy my argument. Now we can talk about the issue of public work. I respect you on that.
No, don't go to public work.
The president was celebrated because the people were driving into Grand Judea in less than 2-3 hours from Ganta.
Don't jump.
The people are driving on a good road, and then the road got worse because of the heavy rain and situation. Come on, Isaac, you're a reasonable man. Be truthful.
Okay. So you done? You know, you can always come with the Hallelujah Scenario and Adam and Eve Garden of Eden.
Get to the point, my man. Stop the pedestrian talk. Let's talk some serious talk here.
Adam Waterspoon. First off, I'm not going to waste my breath on that. You say doing Georgia after the river bad, nobody was traveling. Okay. So for 6 years, everyone that was in Meriden County stayed in Meriden County. Nobody came to Moravia. Everyone that was in Moravia didn't go to Meriden, didn't go to Grand Crew, didn't go to Grand Judea. Nobody traveled. There was no go, no car. When Joey when
that's your argument, my brother.
Now the argument when Braga came, that's how he faced the road and people now started traveling. So stand up. This was the argument we had, and is the argument we are still having. The roads of Liberia have always been conditioned every dry season. Every dry season.
So now you're going to get to us. Good argument, yeah.
Right.
That
No,
maybe
no,
the
no,
people.
no.
I don't want you to say the president take his cell phone and
Please,
somebody.
have you video when nobody.
No.
So let me tell you.
As you see how my eyes getting red because I'm not too well and I'm forcing her to sit here and hear your tabata.
Why
I don't want to hear your tabata.
Okay? Gonna happen with you.
Because you see the cell phone. When they did the road the first time, ladies and gentlemen, people recorded and sent that video to Mr. President and said, thank you. Now, saying, we sent Damo as far as Grand Judea, Nelson. When the road got bad, we sent Chodoplay in Bapadu. On live TV, Nelson, we said the road was bad. We balanced the argument. So how can you say what was sent to the president was fake? At the time, it wasn't fake. The president was happy to see his citizen going to the southeastern part of the country. Come on, Isaac.
You don't?
Take politics out of this, man. Be for real.
No, it is only one person playing politics out of what the people in Liberia are feeling. It's almost like you say everybody ate before going to sleep tonight in Liberia, when very huge amount of people went to bed hungry. That's exactly what he's doing here. Stand up. So there's the issue. Like we've always said, you can't play politics out of the economy, you can't play politics out of certain things.
Get to the point, my brother. Get to my head. Get to the point, man.
What the United Party do? You fixing the road from Minnesota to Wisconsin. They fix the road from my house right here. They go and take plenty of pictures and put it all around the door. Oh, you see the road. But then the road
that's a different argument.
The road from
that's a different argument.
No, that's it. So
that's a different argument.
This is the issue. When no car could even pass on the road, your president, after telling the UN how he stopped the inflow of drugs, how nobody taking drugs in the
that's a different argument.
He came
I
back.
will hold you onto your own argument. That's a different argument.
Video that you see, I became president in Emo.
Send the video. Let's play the video. Send the video. Let's play the video.
No, you have
send the video. Let's play it. That's your problem. I said send the video. You say I have it. So you don't want to even show the video that you yourself try to have an argument on. You see, as a problem. We just opened it on national TV. Say send the video to Nelson. Let's play the video. He said I have it, so he's not sending it. How can we have an argument with a sedition such as acid do? They are not coherent.
When
That connective tissue is not working within the medulla oblongata. Yeah, man. Send a video the message though. Then you won't have an argument. Something is not connected. The reaction and the sedition, they are all mixing together and making them confused. we stay out there wait for them video.
Let's start off.
Don't show it. Send it.
No,
we
no,
will
you
show.
have it. I am saying you
Hey
have
God.
it.
Hey God.
Put it on.
Some sedition. Can you help your brother?
I will
Can you
send it back
please
to
send
you.
it? Can you please send it? It's sedition.
So bad. How can the president be deceiving the world on these things? He started off with the job.
Can you please? You see, they've been making me to even choke now. Can you please send it? Please.
No, I will send it again. Okay, I will send it 3 times because maybe you won't see it the first time. I will send it 3 times so you can see it.
All right, Nancy. So I say,
yeah.
Can you please send it to Nancy because it's not opening at my end.
So Nancy, I want to show you.
No, that's bad.
I sent a video 3 times to start off so you can see.
Yeah, but you're not helping also.
Maybe the video that opening.
But I say you're not helping the conversation. Send it to Nelson. Well, Uncle Sam say
everything is opening on his phone, but only the one video not opening.
I said, the people respect me. Nelson, come back. Nelson, come back.
Why are you
Nelson, please.
Nelson, they meant for you to leave the show.
No, but I haven't received a video yet. So once
look at the condition in your phone. I saw the video. I'm like, what is going on here?
But this is why you need to understand. I will play the video. I'll play the video. Let me play the video. Let's play this video.
It was his recent trouble. His recent trip when you were talking
No,
to people.
no, it wasn't a recent trip.
When the whole place is so
It wasn't a recent trip.
I saw the time when the view was.
I said to our friends of mine, country big or small, the leaders have under commitment to do exactly the same thing for them. You hear this thing?
Okay, I'm Grace T. Walker. Very encouraged and district to be listening to this one again. And I want to tell God, thank you for providing my worker in the present of the Lord. He did something that really made me proud as the hero of the movie. And also, the district inspector. I came from Maryland, just on Thursday. I started the road at 1:35. Thursday. In full Pharisees and now to Kakata. God is so much. I want to continue to stop. I'm so happy. Even the very day I said it to the Chinese people, the very level, it was well. Thank you for this. But my God will bless you. I really need to do more. Whatever you do, continue to devil in. Let God bless you. I'm crazy. Work on once more. Let God bless you.
So, Isaac.
And look at, see,
Isaac.
Listen, what is so
let me say something. Isaac, let me say something.
It shows that Mr. Barker is lost from what is going on in the country.
Isaac, let me say something to you. Isaac, let me help you. Isaac, let me help you. Isaac,
well, don't help me or say your own.
Isaac, though, hold on. Listen, you should be ashamed of yourself. And I think you are enemy of progress. You are a many people. Wait now, wait. And I think Isaac, though, you are enemy of progress. Seriously. And I think today is what? Today's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
When I go to church tonight, I will take a special 30-minute fast and prayer for you. 30 minutes, I will fast and pray. I said, wait. Hey, I said, don't distract us now. Wait. Don't distract us. Let's be serious.
This is a serious issue in the camp of CDC. If this is what you're talking about, you should be ashamed of yourself, my brother. With respect, I'm saying this to you. There's no way. When they face the role, the woman, hey, but let me finish that. Let me finish. If I waste your time, then you leave. If I waste your time, then leave. When they face the role, the woman says what she said. I want Liberian to listen to what this lady said. At the time, a president with good intention, so happy for the little things that came by, and went in to do the bigger thing. As a though, what would George Manor we are? That people are going through Ivory Coast to go into your very Maryland.
People going
hey, but listen. I say, please. Why you go back and play this? I will defend this, Nelson. Let's go back and hear what a woman celebrating. And you know how long this tape will play? What's going on with sedition?
Okay.
Listen to the woman. Maryland County, Crazy Walker.
And I want to tell God, thank you for abiding my work and the president of the Gambia. He did something that really made me proud as the hero of the movie. And also, the district is better. I came from Maryland, just going Thursday. I started the road at 1:35. Thursday. In 4 5 now to Kakata. I'm so happy. Even the very day I said it to the Canadian people, the very level, it was well. Thank you for it. But I'm going to bless you. I ready you to do more. Whatever you do, continue to tell me. Let God bless you. I'm crazy. Work on what's more. Let God bless
you. Say anything you want to say. Let me fair with the Liberian people.
So very sad.
The job today, the river, the rain, everything, the job today. Excuse me?
When last you went to Ganta, even Ganta, from Morovia to Ganta is paved cement. Do you know how long it takes you from Morovia to Ganta? And then from Morovia to Ganta, even let's assume that.
But I say, are you changing the goalpost here? Are you changing the thing? You're not putting it on me. You see how Sidisha on the argument can hold water, Nelson? Now the man talking about me, oh. He said, when last I went to Ganta. The man know for Central Kinta, I've been here, he telling me when last I went to Ganta.
That's what I'm saying.
That mean go to Ganta now.
If the paper,
I mean, can we call Lamin Baka on the show? This is pedestrian argument. You're not putting it on me. Are you not referring to me when last I went to Ganta? Go ask Musa Belete when last he was in Ganta. Don't ask me.
Okay,
you telling me when last I was in Ganta? No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Then you worry. Let me tell you something. I will say this to you. 2022, I was in Liberia. I didn't even cross red line. I went to Newcombe, I went to Broadway, I went to Gunnersville or on Broad Street, went right around there and yet go back and came. Don't ask me when last I was in Ganta. Let's talk. You're trying to make this about me.
We know you make this ever me, but you got no defense for it. So there's the issue. No matter what you do, we bring it back. There's the thing. So this is why the people do to the Pape. They will just go and just Pape. We fed all the children, everybody. Nobody conquering the village. And everybody say, "Oh yeah, then you can play OC." It said that the Ome is lost from the reality on the.
So Isaac, I feel your pain.
And get in Ganta in 3 hours.
Isaac,
about car taking
that's the cabinet close to show. Isaac, as a brother and friend to you. Isaac, though.
This is what we
Isaac, though. As a brother and friend to you. And seriously, I really like you, Isaac. Because you know why? I think the American government have redeemed you by getting you all of Liberia. Because you administered to that place was very bad for you. I really appreciate the American government by getting you all of that country, that what Jowiah was doing to you, it was very bad. It was very bad. And thank God the American government got you out. And now you can sit here comfortably in your home, see your children playing around. You got food on the stove. You can get in your car and drive. You got security. You got good internet, good electricity. The American government redeemed you, my brother. Long live America. I'm happy for that.
Let's go.
But I will tell you this. This issue here, but wait now. Wait. This issue that hurting you, right?
Thank God for Joe Biden for bringing me in clean. Let's go back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, your problem.
Yeah, so what is this? Let's go to
the
rule.
I tell you, I said, what is it about?
All right, yeah, we hear you.
But wait now, wait. I say, yes, your problem.
Yeah, no, let's go to the rule.
I say, you say you want to know, let me help you. Yes, your problem. Is this why you talk about come back? But I said, no, not in good heaven. Cannot Jowiah CDC come back? Except you put somebody there, they would try, but not a Jowiah to come back. Jowiah damaged the southeastern region. He refused to even plot the road. He refused. He said everybody should go Ivory Coast and come by way of Ivory Coast to Liberia. And that was bad, Isaac. And you know that, Isaac. You want to run for one of the district as representative? Isaac, help your people here. As we gather support for you, 2029, what are you thinking about running? Help your people, my brother. Help them. Be truthful to them. The people love you. Like Christ loved the church.
You don't.
But again, have a good night. I say, I'll have the last one all day. Have a good night.
Nelson.
Have a good night, I say. Have a good night, I say.
You got love, but you can make it.
You can make it. The way you love, you can make it.
It's not a question of if or what. George Weah will return as president of Liberia. And when George Weah returns as president of Liberia, Liberia will again get.
Do you think Liberian people? Do you think Liberian people stupid to allow Jowiah to come back for his last? Do you think Liberian people stupid to allow Jowiah to come back for his last sitting? Do you really think the people will open arms and say they want you stole for it? Not enough. Come and steal even more. Do you think? But we can talk together. Let's talk one at a time. Okay. I will give you 2 minutes. I'm finish my 2 minutes. My fellow Liberian, while we try to face this country, we can have our own issue in this government. We expose it because Joseph Boakai will make this country right. But in your right mind, all the stealing Jowiah and people in the summit, all of them, you get any right mind to welcome them again, knowing that Jowiah will come for his last term. So that stealing will be extraordinary stealing. Do you think you that say now there, the thing that Jowiah put you on, you can even allow him to come back again? Except CDC find another party. Except CDC find another party leader. But there will be no way for a comeback of Jowiah. He took enough. Sametwe took enough. There will be no way they can come back because nobody will welcome them back. Where our country at, we will fix it. If you caught stealing, like the things that Amin Bodan is doing, they will be removed, they will be prosecuted, but Liberia will be faced. Not for Jowiah come back. No way. All this thing they put us through, they brought us this far. We are not stupid. Never again to allow Jowiah to come back. No way. Joseph Koji, for what? Samuel 12, think twice. There's something wrong with us? You can never hear me. After the words of Joseph Yima Boakai, Jowiah can never come back. And we'll make that case. We'll be in Liberia to make that case. There will be no comeback for Jowiah. This man, listen, respect to him. He's a football icon, respect to him. But his leadership style is bad. It's worse. Nobody that's going to bed tonight that Jowiah caused you to live in this kind of life. Nobody can welcome a Jowiah to come back. We're not much in this government. we are fighting our own. We will take them from there. The bad apples will be removed. But it doesn't mean that Joel will come back. Never again. Joel will come back only as former president and citizen of Liberia, not a president for the Republic of Liberia. Oh no, it can't happen. On this note, we salute you. Have a good evening. We love you. We salute you. Yeah, man. Look at this guy. It can never happen, folks. Look at the amount of auditors that died. Look at the amount of situation in the country. Then because we want to set a good government and we're fighting our own people here, then I said, do them and say, Joe, we are coming back. Joe, we are not coming back. Oh, no. He can only come back as former president and a citizen of Liberia. But come back where? To be president? It can, listen, it will not happen. Allowing Joel to come back is allowing him to take his last whipping. You know when they say take your last blow, you know that. To take his last stealing. So it can never happen. Who coming back with him? Another Gracious Ride? Who coming back with him? Another Jefferson Koji sitting mayor? You know how many people would die? Who coming back with him? I'm begging you, man. You're going to enjoy your Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow, one-on-one with the CEO in Josiah Joker. You have a good night. Love you all. Goodbye or ugly. It was a great show. Look at Asido praying to come back and sing. Let's go. Let's run real quick before we bring him back.
Well, folks, it's been another great edition of the program, Spoon Talk, here tonight on the Spoon Network, Spoon FM 107.5, Fabric 101.1, Super 95.5, and other frequencies across the country. Many thanks to our partner radio stations for relaying the program. Thanks to Trust FM in Bomi County, Premier FM in Bunk, Trend Radio in Grand Crew, Gibi FM in Kakatama, Gibi County, Radio Yalaman in Seclipia, Nima County, and a host of other radio stations across the country. We appreciate everyone for being here tonight with us on this edition of Spoon Talk. Spoon Talk is taking its regular weekend break. The program will be back on the radio on Monday. Better still, you can join us tomorrow for one-on-one with the CEO and Abdullah Katamba. It's going to be another fascinating edition of the show. As you heard, the CSA boss, Josiah Joker, the Joker will be the guest for tomorrow. This is the flyer right here for those of you watching the show. Yes, so we want to encourage you to join us tomorrow for one-on-one with the CEO and Abdullah Katamba. And again, thanks to all of you online, our folks making your input in the comment section. We appreciate everyone. And thanks for being here tonight. Whether you've been watching on YouTube, on Facebook, we appreciate all of you for your great comments, your contributions on the show tonight. My name is Nelson Collet. Till we come your way again, have a good night. Coming up shortly will be the late night show. That's in about 15 minutes from now. The late night politics on Spoon will be here. Until then, have a good night and bye-bye for now.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO. Stand coming with the spoon. And your boy.